Hello again and welcome to another Mordy and Glory, the Old World Battle Report. In today's episode, we find the forces of chaos trying to overrun a battle line of Empire state troops. It is going to be halberd versus axe, cannon versus chariot. And joining me today, in addition to Commissar Kylo, is my ever heretical partner in crime. There are some that call him Alex.
Chaos.
Alex, it's been a long time, too long, sir, since we have played against each other, and we're going to a tournament tomorrow as well, so played alongside each other. Dude,
cheeky tournament.
Cheeky tournament. I messaged you during midweek, I was like, yo, tournament? And you were like, son of a bitch.
I'm in.
Well, Alex, it's great to have you down for the game, man. We've been talking about this for a little while. Last time we played, it was actually 1250 points, and we both just got into the old world for the first time. But now we are men, Alex. Are we not men? And we have got two 2,000-point armies battling it out today. You're battling it out for the glory of the Chaos Gods, and I'm battling out for the glory of a nice fat paycheck because I am using my mercenary company.
For one of the emperors.
For one of the emperors, whichever one's paying us the most, man. That's just that's my style, sir. Upon citing the contract, I signed it, sir. That's my style, sir.
Very good.
So we are going to have a bit of a showdown today. We're really looking forward to this. It should be a really brutal game. Alex has brought a somewhat controversial list because it contains actual Warriors of Chaos in a Warriors of Chaos army.
It's literally never been done.
It's literally never been done. And this is also going to be a little bit of a tournament practice. Now, I want to make something clear.
Tournament practice. Woo!
Oh, get the reps in! Right, Alex has particular disdain for that saying, get your reps in. I don't mind it so much, but yeah.
Look, gym membership is cheaper than an army. If you want to be a gym bro, just go to the gym.
Now, so I want to make something clear. It's absolutely a friendly game. Alex and I have known each other for a while now, and we both love a cheeky game of Old World. So we're going to be broing down, but we are also going to be, trying our best to get the rules right. And we're going to be, if we see some cutthroat opportunities, we're going to take them because we are using this as a little bit of practice. We want to be able to stretch those armies out and see what works, see what doesn't work. Not that we can change the list. The lists are already submitted. But
cast in stone.
Cast in stone, indeed. So we're just going to use it as a bit of practice, but also at the same time an opportunity to hang out and roll a few dice. So with all of that said, let's now take a look at the two armies that are going to be battling it out today.
Tell me, do you know what makes a good soldier?
The ability to fire 3 rounds a minute in any weather, sir.
No, you fool! It's the ability to click on the affiliate link down in the description and buy yourself a copy of Sharp's Command.
I command here.
No, I command here.
No.
Sharp Command is the brand new novel in the best-selling historical series that has sold over 20 million copies worldwide.
God save Ireland!
Buying yourself a copy of Sharp's Command and supporting the channel at the same time? Now that's soldiering.
So here we have 2,000 points of the Emperor's true finest. Which Emperor? Whoever will pay us the most, it's Vossenberg's Vagabonds, my Empire mercenary company. We are running the professional element of the Vagabonds today. Maybe they shouldn't be called the Vagabonds. Maybe they should be called Vossenberg's Upright Gentlemen. Because we are running lots and lots of state troops. We've got no archers, no militia, nothing like that. We've just got faith, steel, and gunpowder. Now, we'll start off, as a tradition, with the Infantry Corps. Every day in a corps is like a day on the farm. Every meal a banquet, every paycheck a fortune, every formation a parade, and very, very parade-like today because we're playing Old World, so we've got lots of things in movement trays. So we have got a big Makoff unit of regular state troops with full command, spears, and shields. There are 30 of these lads, and they are in a cool 6x5 formation. I might end up going a bit wider with them later on, seeing, play a bit Linehammer, all that good stuff. But for now, we're going to have them in this sort of nice deep formation. We've got one of those, and if it's so nice, we've taken it twice, and we've got another 30 regular state troops, full command, spears and shields. Spears and shields! Spears and shields! Up those weapons, boys! Time to earn some glory. Oh, well, earn some pay in this case. So we've got another block of 30 of those guys, and then we have got the halberdiers. You can't go wrong with a few halberdiers in the Empire, and I brought more than a few today. I have got 38 plus a couple of characters. So in total, Alex, I have got 100 line infantry. That's a lot of infantry.
That's a lot of skulls for me to collect, Tim.
That is a lot of skulls. I think my infantry outnumbers yours at least 2 to 1. Do you know how many Chaos Warriors you've got in your army? Roughly?
Like, on foot 40, knights 5. So yeah, it's probably about 50, something like that.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's pretty much 2 to 1, isn't it?
Nice. We are Shipmaster. We outnumber them 2 to 1. And your guys are like, so it is an even fight.
Yes.
It's not an even fight, man. I have had to bring this many guys so that I don't give you free overruns. Let's put it that way. So we've got 38 halberdiers with full command, and because these guys don't get to fight in multiple ranks, we've gone for a slightly wider formation, and they are in a 10 by 4. Now we've got a couple of characters leading this, and we have got a captain of the Empire. This is my battle standard bearer. This is Bremer Dangorst, and he is equipped with the Talisman of Protection, the Sword of Might, and he has also got full plate armor and a shield, giving him a 3-up armor and a 5-up ward. Pretty much as good as you can get for a foot character in the Empire. Today we have actually taken a magical standard. It's never been done. I never ever normally take them, but I thought, let's mix things up a little bit. I've not mixed
standard.
Exactly. I've not mixed things up that much because I'm taking a shit out of state troops, which is always what I like to do. But we have gone for the Griffin standard, which means even though I'm in a slightly wider formation, my rank bonus is like doubled. So for each +1, I get +2.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. So that should be quite good. And we've also got in there the General of the Empire, who will be my general today, and that is Josiah Dan Luther. He has got his Fencer's Blades, and he has also got full plate armor, and he has got the white cloak, giving him a sweet 4-up save and a 5-up ward save. And he's also got a brace of pistols, because I had a few points left over, and I do quite like my cheeky pistol brace. And considering his ballistic skill 5, it's not a bad shout. And now that covers all of the infantry, but in order to soften the enemy up a little bit, because as much as we like to think that a brave man of the Empire is worth 2 of those degenerates, the reality situation is that we need a few guns, because of mano a mano, our troops are going to struggle. So to that end, we have got the customary brace of great cannons. I don't think there's an Empire commander out there that doesn't go into battle without at least a pair of great cannons. They're just so ubiquitous. They're really good for taking out those big monsters that often Empire can struggle with. And if in doubt, you can sling them through a few ranks of things, go after some chariots and stuff, and they tend to be able to do good, consistent damage throughout the game. But the one thing they do struggle against a little bit can be units that are a little bit wider, maybe not so deep. So because of that, we have brought the ever-trusty, the ever-faithful Hell Blaster Volley Gun. This very well may be my favourite artillery piece, my favourite war machine in all of Warhammer the Old World. And yes, that is including such fun classics like the Goblin Doom Diver. The fact that it just goes absolutely ham and fires 3 artillery dice worth of shots is just awesome. So we are going to be hopefully scything down some Chaos lads with this bad boy today. But just in case our guns are not enough to stop the enemy from reaching our lines, we have got the Stank. There we go. It is the metal brick on wheels. We have gone for a good old-fashioned steam tank. A lot of it's good old-fashioned. We've got somehow our mercenary company has got one of 12 steam tanks that were ever made. Cost us a lot of money, Alex, but we've got it.
The mighty Stank.
The mighty Stank. Well, I like to think that either we looted it, or it was a reward for doing a good job, for earning our pay. And it's also now a good selling point. Hire the Vagabonds, get a steam tank as part. Hire one mercenary company, get one steam tank free. There you go, good selling point. You've got to have USP when you're in this competitive, fast-paced executive world that is the Empire
Mercenary Company. Yeah.
Mercenary companies. No upgrades on this bad boy today. Just got the steam cannon and the terrible steam gun. I have tried the steam gun many times, and every time it has been scientifically gash. So But now we have some more characters, support characters. We have got 2 Empire generals. Each one is just equipped with a Hochland long rifle, and the purpose of these guys is to make sure that the war machines keep on firing, thanks to their Master of Ballistics, which means that they can re-roll 1 artillery dice, or they can give the ballistic skill to one of the nearby war machines, which should be useful to stop them from... fingers crossed they won't blow themselves up. I have said this now, so it probably will make no difference, and it probably won't help at all. But and if history is to go by anything, I'm very good at rolling misfires into misfires. But if that happens, it happens, you know. And last and certainly not least, we have the damsel in exile herself, Lady Pharaoh, and she is going to be a level 4 wizard lord today, and she is going to have the law familiar and the law of elementalism, because sometimes it's good to be imaginative, and sometimes it's good to just stick with what you know, and a level 4 with elementalism is always a good choice in my book, no matter what army you're running, and especially for Empire. So that's 2,000 points. We're full of piss and vinegar. We're ready to take the Chaos lads on. You know what? Let's head over to the Warriors of Chaos list right away. And here we have Alex's 2,000 point Warriors of Chaos force. Now, Alex, it's been a little while since we've had you on the channel, and your army is looking a bit different. Last time I faced this, it was Marauders, my kingdom for Marauders, and now it seems like some of them may have earned the favour of the Dark Gods. There's quite a lot of Warriors of Chaos here.
Or they've managed to buy themselves a horse.
Or they bought themselves a horse. Either or.
Or a bigger axe.
Or a bigger axe. It definitely seems like your Chaos Warband is on the up and up, and I think it's going to be a tough fight for me today. So why don't you take us through your list? Where do you want to start?
You know, we'll start on the far side with the little lads and we'll work our way up. So, got a unit of Chaos Marauders. They've all got great axes, Mark of Khorne, no command, but they do have light armour and they're in skirmish formation, which I can do for free for 1 unit.
My God, sir, you've taken light armour on them. I remember many moons ago you were like, I don't pay for armour, and now you've got to pay for armour.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I thought, you know what, 10 points gives a 1 in 6 chance. You know?
Yeah. And sometimes it spikes, right? I don't have, if you go into a unit spearman, you might get a couple of 6s, and that might make all the difference.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, they're just good to kind of, you know, I mean, your army doesn't have this, but I've had some people, like, scouting behind me and stuff. They're quite good to sort of, you know, they can beat up units that aren't particularly hard, which is just exactly what, you know, hench guys smeared in blood with giant axes to bully people would be doing. So
yes, indeed.
It's what it is. Right, going up the food chain a bit more, we'll go over to the Marauder Horsemen at the back. So, some more skirmishes here. 2 units of 5. Both units are identical, so no command. They come with light armour. I wouldn't pay for it if I could, to be fair. Or maybe I would now.
Maybe you would now.
Maybe I would now, yeah, just they don't feel left out. And they've all got flails. So, yeah, nothing else special about them. Like I said, they're skirmishers, so they're pretty damn fast.
Yes.
So, yeah, they've got warbands, so if they want to make some charges, they can re-roll it and stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty... You know, they're pretty decent. I swear by Marauder Horsemen. They never kill much, but they do always do something that is quite useful. So
just having tools in the toolbox, I guess, at the end of the day. Or, as I suppose, in a more older setting, it's just like having an extra knife. You can have too many knives.
Extra knife in your boot. These guys, I've not paid for any mark on them, so they're just undivided, so they can re-roll panic checks.
They've not earned their mark yet.
No, they've not earned their mark yet. Oh, they're just quite happy being right in the middle, being in the middle of the road. Speaking of unmarked units, we'll move over to the next unmarked unit I've got. So I've got Chaos Chariot. No upgrades, does what it says in the tin. Heavy Chariot, a couple of attacks with halberds, D6+1 impact hits at -2. It's pretty nice. 3 up save for 4 wounds. So yeah, pretty.
It's
pretty
very
tanky.
similar to a steam tank.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's toughness 5 instead of like toughness a bazillion. But
Toughness
yeah, other
7.
than that, no, it's decent. It's, you know, I mean the Chariot. It always, even if its whole job is to just absorb cannon shots, there are things that aren't going to the rest of my army. So it tends to, you know. It's alright, it's not too bad. Next unmarked unit. So I've got a unit of Chosen Chaos Knights.
Unmarked, you say?
Unmarked,
how interesting.
yes.
No Mark of Khorne today.
No, well, I think they can be led by the nose a bit too easy if you put Frenzy on a cavalry unit. But, you know, we'll sort of see. And also, like, you know, they're already expensive. I don't want to make them any more expensive.
Yeah,
so
like 45, at least 45 points
they're
a model,
like
right?
40 points, something around 40 points a model. So they've got lances, they've got full plate armour, they've got shields, they've got a 2-up save and a 6-up ward save, and they've got full command. No magic banner, can't really justify it on such a small unit, but you know, 2 attacks apiece. They are let down a little bit by the fact they've only got 1 wound, but that's what that's what happens when you take knights. Like they're
Yeah.
fast, but if they get hit by something with a lot of AP, they're going to feel it.
You've
So,
got to have that trade-off, right? That's the nature of old world, I guess.
Yeah, it's almost like the game's balanced. Like
a little bit.
Who would have thought?
More balanced than 40k, that's for certain.
Indeed, yeah, indeed. So let's go over to the first big blocks that have been sort of like hiding in plain sight. Or no, they're not hiding at all. In plain sight. But so far unaddressed. So let's address them. So I've got a unit of core Chaos Warriors, heavy armor, shield, and hand weapons. So they'll just be striking with their ensorcelled weapons. Unit of 20, they've got Mark of Zinch. That means they'll have magic resistance 1 and they'll have magical flaming attacks. And also if a Zinch cast happens to be inside of the unit, they get
Which I
+1 to
suspect
cast.
there will be.
Yeah, as long as the unit's got at least 10 unit strength, they're getting +1 to cast. So, yeah, that's those guys. Let's go on to the final unit before we get on to the my two characters. So, the units gained... I mean, I've used Khorne Chosen before, Tim, but last time we played, there wasn't quite as many of them.
Mate, this is obscene. This is actually gross. I couldn't handle 8 of them. Now, how many are there? Like 24 of them?
There's 20. There's 7 wide.
Jesus
So there's 20.
Christ.
So,
I mean, by Sigmar's hammer.
So, there are...
This intimidates me. I'm vexed.
So
I'm terribly vexed.
So there's 20 of them. They've got full plate armor and additional hand weapon. They have full command because I've finally gotten around to painting up a guy with a tube to like because I played an event not that long ago, and more often than it should have done, I lost combat by not having a man with a horn.
Yeah.
So I've paid the 7 points.
A lot of people are just like, oh, don't pay. You know, it makes sense on like a unit of Empire handgunners. That horn ain't going to make a difference.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
when you're on a dedicated melee unit, don't cut corners. Like, pay
yeah.
the fucking 5 points. Pay the man, Alex. Pay the man.
Exactly.
There you go.
Couldn't agree more. So yeah, so full plate armor. They've got their 6-up ward built in as well because they're chosen with their chaos armor. Yeah, like I say, 2 hand weapons, so I can choose between getting the extra attack or going with just 1 less attack, but I've got my -1 AP.
And that's been FAQ'd that you can actually choose now.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it was not the most recent one, but it was the one before then. Paid for, got a unit champion and there, no additional upgrades on him. But the standard bearer has the razor standard, so
nice. All
all those bazillion attacks that I'll be making, any 6s will be going up to getting an additional AP -2.
And I believe that Razor Standard became mandatory after a particular game you had against a Bretonnian Lord with a 2-up rerollable save.
Oh yeah, like they just don't. You just can't can't get through it.
You can't brute force your way through that. You need to have a cheeky bit of AP.
Yeah, exactly. And they also come with stubborn just built in as standard, but it's something I've paid for, and that's the same for the Chosen Knights as well. Actually, they've got just remembered they have counter charge built in, and they also have stubborn as well. Stubborn
nice.
as well, and first charge, as most heavy cavalry does in the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to these guys. So I have paid for drilled on them.
Interesting. Make them wide.
Which it'll become apparent why I've got drilled on them, and it makes them deceptibly fast.
I know why you've done it.
This unit's going to be the fastest
done it.
unit in my army, Tim.
I get one turn to shoot him.
Yeah, depending on how things go with my luck with rolling spells and stuff. Well, not rolling the spells, casting the spells. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, enough of that. We'll go on to the characters. That's the final bit of this army. So we'll start with, the kind of the secondary characters, Paul. So I've got a level 4 Zinch Sorcerer. She's got a Favour of the Gods, so she'll only the 1, and it's 1 use per game. So if I get that 1 on the table, I can re-roll it. Out of hand, so I'm not to avoid getting stupid. I've also gone for the spell familiar on her and the level 4 upgrade. Nice. So I'm getting 4 spells and I get to pick what spells I go for. And as I say, I'll be going for demonology. I guess before we start the game, we'll go through what spells our casters have got.
Yeah, that's fine.
But she's going for demonology. Then moving on to the general of the army, we have the mighty Chaos Lord. The Red Terror himself. No, it's not Leon Trotsky. It's my Chaos Lord.
This is what Stalin was so afraid of.
Yeah, exactly.
This was Trotsky's final form.
It was. It's like Ice Picks should have bought more.
He's brought Ice Picks cannot stop this man. He's got 2 axes.
Yeah, exactly. Go. So so he comes with full plate armor. I've paid for a shield.
I do think he should be called Trotsky going forward.
Trotsky. I'll have to look up some sort of weird chaosy version of like.
No, it's just Trotsky.
Just Trotsky.
Just Trotsky. No context required.
Just go for what's it like chaos in all countries or whatever it was as opposed to chaos in one country.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's got full plate armor that he comes with, paid for a shield. He's got Mark of Khorne. He's my general, as I say. He's got the Ogre Blade. He's got a Favour of the Gods, so same as it does.
Yeah.
And you might notice, Tim, he's looking a little bit fruity because he has Diabolic Splendor. That's his Diabolic Splendor that he's going to be, casting out across the battlefield. So Diabolic Splendor is, in the shooting phase, you're at -1 to hit him and his unit.
Nice.
So he's basically, so he's him and
Good
his
job,
unit.
cannons don't roll to hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a big. It's saved quite a few Chaos Warriors when I've been playing against dwarves who love open guns.
Yeah.
So I used to. It's the same.
You can be
points.
as splendid as you like, sir, and it'll probably be very, very. I'm not trying to play it down. It will be a huge help against things like the organ gun.
And the thing is, it's the same. I found that it doesn't, because it's the same points as the other one, Enchanting Aura. That means it basically gives always strikes last to your opponent and their unit.
You often don't need that, though.
But it's I don't need it. I'm fast enough that I'm going in. If I'd gone for a build where I had great weapons on my unit, that'd be really good because it's we fight at the same time. Cool. That means you die. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I've probably forgotten something, but if it comes
it'll come up in the game.
We'll come up in the game. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Alex, this is a very intimidating army. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel a little bit, bit frightened, but hopefully my lads will be able to hold the line against the Chaos Onslaught. You know what? Let's head over to the field of battle after deployment. So here we have the field of battle after deployment. The Empire have deployed in an extended line. We have got a big brick of state troops anchoring our flank, our firepower dominating the heights, supported by our magic and our engineers as well. And then coming down into the valley here, we have the Giga Brick of Halberdiers with its flank secured by another unit of state troops. On the extreme left, we have got the Stank. Steam Tank hoping to anchor down this side. I did deploy first, so I wasn't sure where Alex was going to go, and I thought better to secure the flank with the Stank than to have this open and potentially very much abused by some of those fast-moving Chaos Warriors, because Alex, you've got some tricks of the trade to make them go surprisingly fast. For the Chaos side, at first, it was like, is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Saruman? And then Saruman went, ooh! Well, Alex did the equivalent thereof, and threw down his entire army on this side. Dazal, you'll be the first to see a Chaos Golem. I assure you it is not a pretty sight. Alex, what is going on here? This seems like a bit of a clusterfuck. It seems like Cannon City Central. Like, why have you stacked up? We got units stacked to 1,000 feet. From 3 to 11,000, we'll get them, sir. What's the tactical thinking behind this?
Pretty simple, Tim. I'm going to take this bit of my army and just throw it at this side of your army, and then hopefully work my way down.
Just going to chow down.
Yeah.
It's going to break a flank and chow down. Is there no risk of potential units slowing each other down, or is there?
The cavalry are pretty. So the guys at front are the fastest.
Yeah.
The guys at the back. You'll see. They'll be getting some steeds of their own soon enough, Tim.
And then is that what? Steeds perhaps made of shadows?
Maybe. No. It's not a song by the Rasmus. It is indeed the Chaos.
I've been watching. Don't want to get demonetized.
Oh no. Lawsuit for defamation for massacring their song.
Oh, indeed. Oh, absolutely.
Take that new metal. 20 years too late.
Now, we are playing for the mission today, Command and Control, aka the Lonely Tower, and this will be the central objective for the game. Now, essentially, whoever controls this at the end of the game, and there are no enemy units nearby, it doesn't matter if you control it with a massive block and they control it with just a few lads, whoever properly controls it at the end of the game will get an extra 200 points.
Yeah, unit strength 10. I think you have to be unit strength 10 to hold it, but yeah, it doesn't matter if there's 10 guys. And then you're 30, it's contested. So, you got to hold it properly. It's all or nothing.
And then also, we have deployed our terrain using the square-based Old World map and terrain pack. So if you guys who are watching are not familiar with the square-based podcast, please go and check them out. They are possibly my favourite dedicated Old World channel at the moment. There are a lot of good ones out there, but I have to say they're the ones that I find myself tuning into time and time again. And they're also kind of leading the charge on the tournament scene, I would say. They've done some really good work with having terrain maps and having formats for like the missions and stuff like that. So they're not rewriting the wheel. For those who thinking, oh, they've already customized missions, nothing like that. It's absolutely as you see it in the book. They've just come up with some good ways of how to place terrain, and they've come up with some good ways of how to match that terrain with certain missions.
So they've slain what is the scourge of many tournament formats. That is, they've gotten rid of player-placed terrain.
Yeah, player-placed terrain is
I was
inherently
going to say
unbalanced.
rest in peace. No. Rest in piss.
Rest in piss, yeah, absolutely. Rest in shit, don't come back. Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest, slight tangent, but one of the biggest advances I think 40k has made is fixed terrain maps.
Yeah.
And I think it's really good to see someone in the community taking command and making sure that we've got pre-placed terrain for even casual games like this and tournament games as well. So big thank you to Alex for bringing this along. You've actually been to a couple of their tournaments and you've said that they're very good.
Yeah.
And I've actually, you've now persuaded me to go to one of their tournaments as well. So I am planning to go to, it's the Grudges one.
Yeah, War of Grudges.
War of Grudges, end of August. So if I think there's still tickets available.
As of right now, yes.
As of right now. By the way, I just want to make something clear. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by Rob and that lot. I just love the channel and I love I've only heard good things about the event. So I thought, cheeky shout out, why the hell not? So we're going to be using this particular terrain and this particular setup from them today. So Alex, I'm going to give that to you for now. But I think that pretty much sums up all the pre-game preamble. Alex, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to find out who is going to have the first turn. So we're going, as we're playing Old World, we're going old school wooden dice tray. Big thank you to channel member Douche Cappuccino for sending this in. And it is actually, I really like the dice tray because it makes a cool little clink as well. So Alex, as my guest, would you like to go roll the dice first, please?
Let's do it. It's a 3.
Big 3. I will be going first because not only did I get higher than Alex, but also I had the +1 as well. So nice. There we go. I have to admit, I'm very happy with that. Yeah. I need every turn I can get to try and thin these Chaos Boys out, and that's gone from me having, if I'd gone second, I would have had 1 turn. Now I should have 2 turns to do what I need to do. So without further ado, we will be back at the end of Empire, Strategy and Movement phase. End of strategy and movement for the Empire. Upon sight of the enemy, I advance, sir. That's my style, sir. This could be a huge mistake. We are being very aggressive towards the army that wants to get into melee with us, but we have a plan. What we have done is put earthen ramparts on my big unit of halberdiers, and then we have used travel mystical pathways to bang it right in front of the Empire gun line. Now the plan, the hope is that Alex will be forced to charge these units or be forced to kind of slow his advance down a little bit. His units might start getting stuck on each other. Maybe not. He might be able to maneuver around it. He does have a lot of cavalry and stuff. But
sounds like a plan, Tim.
Sounds like a plan, exactly. But the thinking is that these Marauder Horsemen, they are the only unit that can sort of charge in over here. If they go into the spears, they're going to have a bad time. If they go into the halberds, they're going to have a bad time. And hopefully there's enough models here, enough static combat rares, that even if the Chariot and the Marauder Horsemen go in, I should be able to hold the line. Of course, Chariot will have first charge, so I will have to bear it for a turn, but I'm hoping the Chariot's going to be fucking dead. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the ideal plan. And Chariot doesn't have Swift Stride, does it? So its maximum charge is actually only like
13. So,
only 13, so it's not even in range this turn.
It's a heavy Chariot, Tim.
It's not even in range, so I don't even need to worry about the Chariot diddling me turn 1, which is good. Now, we also marched a unit of spearmen along the side to anchor the flank. We wouldn't want these horsemen hitting us on the flank. That would be bad. And then we also moved up the unit of stake troopers here. And by Sigmar's hammer, the chapel is secure, my lord. We have managed to get the Rex, which is what we've been paid to get here. Right? So for me, if everyone dies, that's okay. My narrative victory here is we have been paid to recover the... we've been paid by a corrupt lector or arch lector somewhere to recover some to cover the trinkets. Of course, they won't find their way into his personal collection, Alex. Of course, they will be given to the church. Of course. We've also taken the steam tank, which is now being commanded by Engineer Kylo. I think she does need to go back to the Norn Gunnery School though, because it did roll a 1 on the move on the steam power, so it has damaged itself slightly. But apart from that, that's all of our movement. Now we've only got a little bit of shooting. We've got a couple of cannons and a steam cannon. Okay. So we are going to go. We'll get ourselves the artillery dice now, and we will take a look at firing some cannons. All right, we have our artillery dice right here, and we are going to go with Eagle 1, Fox 2, and we are going to fire this first great cannon here, and it is going to go 10 inches from the back of that chariot. Let's see what happens.
Number 1. Oh, it's
not in the tray. Live by the tray, die by the tray. Oh, it's a misfire. Gonna use my engineer reroll there. It's not in the friggin' tray. Into a 4. That's okay. And then we'll roll for the bounce, and that should hit you perfectly.
Okay. 10 from the back. Will it?
What's the your base should be 4 inches, shouldn't it?
Yes. Oh yeah. I guess the 4 gets me there,
and then the 2.
Yeah. Fair.
So now we need to
roll.
roll.
Might have been a little bit close.
Now we need to roll to wounds. That is a wound, sir. That is AP -3.
So I'm down to a 6 up save because I have a 3 up save normally.
Indeed.
No.
D3 plus 1 damage. That is 3 damage, sir. How much left?
Just 1.
Just 1. Does that bounce? It doesn't get me anywhere near the Chaos Warrior unit, does it?
No, because it lands like right in the middle.
Ooh, just 1, and it can't charge me this turn. Ooh.
Charge does what it always does. Absorbs a cannon or 2.
Absorbs the cannon. Now, what I want
2, it's done its job.
Yeah. Now, what I want to do here, I want to use my laser lamp, but I also do not want to blind my cat. So, Alex, do you reckon that I can thread the needle from past the chapel, or do you think that it's going to be the chapel's going to be in the way? I think I can definitely.
So if you're measuring from the base,
yeah,
then no, I don't think you will.
Well, I'll do my steam cannon into your unit of Chaos Warriors. I should be able to see.
Yeah, you can see them. You can see.
So place my dice 10 inches from the back on a sort of flanking motion, as it were.
So 10 from, I reckon, because that's there.
Yeah.
So I reckon the best you'll get is, basically lining up with this guy, right? So
cool.
10 inches from it.
Let's roll the dice, see what happens. Bang, right in. So that'll hit like what, 1 dude, 2 dudes?
Yeah, it'll hit. Oh, hang on.
10 from the back should hit 1 dude.
10 from the back, yeah. It'll hit this one guy here.
One guy. It does wound. That'll be.
He's dead.
It's AP2.
Oh, it's only AP2. Okay.
I think it's only AP2. Roll the dice and see what you get.
I mean, I'm on to the 6 up save.
Nice.
No, 1 is dead.
There we go. Now the big question is, the Hellblaster's not in range because it's not an organ gun, it's a Hellblaster volley gun, so it's only got a 24-inch range. I do have to say I like the advantage of the Dwarven one. I think what we're going to go for now is... it's very tempting, to be able to go ham over here. And I suspect it probably... What's the toughest of this chariot?
5.
When you're on 5... Okay, so what's going through my head is, do I finish the target off, or do I go for the hot tamale? And I think I am going to have to go for my Imperial Guard training for 40k would tell me concentrate fire and then move on. But my Empire training is saying to me that that chariot can't get me next turn anyway. So I am going to go for the shot into the mass.
Okay. So
I would like you to place that shot 10 inches in the back, somewhere I can see. I have to do where I can see still. Oh, okay. So it's going to be from this cannon here. Okay. Now I can see over your units. So could you just see where 10 inches from the back of there would be along...
From those guys, so it'd be like there.
Perfect. That's where we'll place it then.
Right,
yeah.
So
absolutely. So let's see what we get. We'll engineer that bad boy because we've got 2 engineers. It's a 2, so it's going to hit the Marauder Horseman. How far is it going to bounce? 4. So 6 inches back, please.
On that one, so it hits the Marauder Horseman, and it hits the Knights, and then that's it.
It doesn't quite get the Chaos Warriors?
No, it doesn't quite get the Chaos Warriors. It literally lands on this guy's tail.
That's fine. So we'll roll to squish a Marauder Horseman. Yes.
You get one.
And we'll roll to squish a Chosen Knight. We do, that's AP5, Alex.
I have a 6-up ward.
Will that Chaos Armor come in handy? Oh, it winked at me, but not quite.
Not quite.
not a bad opening volley from the cannons. We have killed a horseman, a chosen knight, a chaos warrior, and we have also very badly degraded the thing.
Chariot.
That's the one. Now, we actually do have 2 more shots here, Alex. I got 2 Hockland long rifles.
Okay.
Now, I can see over, because I've got on the hill, I can see over the unit. And I am, you know what, I'm tempted to go for your Chaos Lord.
Okay.
What's his toughness?
5.
I'm not tempted to go for the Chaos Lord. I'll wait for that sorceress to pop out.
Okay, okay.
Now, I think... Do I finish? No, don't worry about the chariot. I've got to keep reminding myself of that chariot next turn. So we'll go for a pop into one of your chaos knights.
Okay, yeah, go on then.
So we're hitting on a 4. Nope. And the second Hockland. No. There we go.
Okay.
So they're not. To be fair, they're not modelled on. So I don't. It's.
Did they even remember to bring it?
This is at the end of this game. If they fail to kill anything.
That's why.
That's why, and going forward, I will take pigeon bombs. Because pigeon bombs nearly always do something. Well, the 4+ they do something.
Right, okay.
They wouldn't have helped me there, but there we go. Now, my brace of pistols is out of range. This not being 40k, there are no charges to declare now.
Yep.
So I believe that is the end of my first turn. Alex, let's head over to Chaos. Turn 1. Chaos, command, and movement. And in fact, entire turn has been completed. It's amazing how quick your turn can be when you have no guns.
You got no shooting.
And when you fail quite a key spell.
Yeah.
So we'll get into all of that now. So starting off with the little stuff, the Marauder Horsemen were like, yeah! And they sort of started coming around here. My spearmen, it's never been done. They might declare a charge.
Oh my God.
Normally they just take charge, but they might actually declare a charge. And I think actually we'll be so close you won't be even able to stand and shoot.
With my weapons I don't have. Who pays for, like, you know, throwing spears?
Indeed. So you've come around here. That's just to kind of get a bit of a screen and to try and make it a little bit harder for me to sort of blast through and maybe, you know, charge them. Also for overrun into them, because these guys have just come up a little bit with the Chaos Chosen Knights. And then we had the chariot decided to stay still because you were like, you know what? I don't want to just give you some free pistol shots. I want you to put something meaningful.
He came forward a little bit.
A smidge.
Yeah, just like an inch or two. Yeah, just.
So that's all you need, Alex.
That's all we need.
Sometimes that's all you got. For the chat, boys. For Mrs. Mordian, not for me. So you came forward a smidge jump because you didn't want to just power forward and then for my Empire General to basically take you out with his jokey pistols. So there we are. These guys stayed back for a turn, just in reserve, ready to be a second wave to clinch the deal, as it were, when the hammer does eventually fall. And then you run away. Nobody wants to play with me. Hey, that was an Ace Ventura reference, and I hope somebody got it.
Someone remembers that film. Those poor fools.
I love those films, man. Going back and watch them now, there's a lot of stuff that flies over your head as a kid, man. All right, but you decided to take your fast-moving units, and you decided, you know what, this is the flank, Alex. This is the only flank you care about.
Yeah.
This is like nothing's going on over here. This is the flank, and so you've decided to pootle away from my team, which makes sense. It is a big unit that can cause you a lot of problems, and right now, just by not engaging it, yeah, you're not getting the points for it, but at the same time, it's not doing what it wants to do against you. It's just a very, very overpriced, shitty cannon at this stage.
Yeah.
Now, the big thing that happened, or should I say, didn't happen, is Alex did not get Steed of Shadows off. Literally, the one roll he didn't want to happen. He rolled a 1 and a 2. Even with the +5 from his Zinchian goodness, that was only an 8, and you need a 9 for Steed of Shadows. Now, what Alex was trying to do is Steed of Shadows, this unit here, and he would have gone drilled into marching column.
Yeah.
That would have given you a 36-inch fly move with Steed of Shadows, which is
a lot.
Filthy.
A lot.
Obscene. It's grotesque, but it's awesome. And this is your signature move, and I should have seen it come in. I actually thought you only went 24, but I forgot the marching column.
It's drilled. It's so good.
Drilled, baby. So you would have basically drilled and then got to move over here, and you would have actually been able to land here, and then you would have had enough of a turn to ended up facing this way in your dual column. Now, that would have, of course, caused me some serious headaches, and I would have had to decide whether I, turn around and just blast them, or whether I actually retreat sort of cannons away and everything. There would have been a cool discussion, or sort of cool sort of decision to be made there, but it didn't go off, unfortunately. And in a funny sort of way, Alex and I think that maybe the Chaos Gods were looking after you. Because if you'd been in marching column here, and I've got a wind blast here, that could have been GG.
Yeah.
So it depends whether I'd got mine off and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, fates to spells.
There's, if you failed a spell, maybe I failed a spell, maybe the Chaos Gods let you, would have got you there, and then they would have made sure I failed my spell. There's all sorts of variables that could happen, but it didn't happen, which is a shame because it would have been really cool. I'm sure we'll play more games in the future, and there'll be more chances for the signature move to go off, or if not, next turn.
Next turn.
Could happen next turn, indeed. There we go. So that is all of your movement. There's no more magic. There's no more shooting. There's no charge has been declared. So that is the end of Chaos turn 1. I'm going to go over to, I almost said Imperium. Imperial. I can say Imperial. Imperial turn 2. End of movement and strategy phase for the Empire. We went for a charge on the Marauder Horsemen, and the curs, the cads, the horse of knaves, they've run away. I genuinely didn't think you'd do it. Now, upon reflection...
He's only gone and done it.
Upon reflection, it was obvious what you were going to do, but I didn't think you'd do it. And I almost overran into the Chaos Knights behind, which would have been very, very bad for me, because I wouldn't have then been able to shoot them, and we want to shoot them. Now, we've got Earth Ramparts off on this unit again. I actually cast it and then was like, which unit would I have done it on out of these two? And I was like, well, to be honest, I would have put it on the same unit. Because I couldn't have put it on this unit because I think you couldn't have charged.
Yeah.
There you go. So they've got Earth Ramparts again. They've just moseyed on up a little bit. The Chariot's probably got a relatively easy charge, presuming it's still there. And then we did travel mystical pathways. And I was wondering whether to go full ham and just send it. But I thought there's being aggressive and there's being foolhardy.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I didn't travel there. I travelled over here. And that will force Alex's... Hang on a second. I may have a take back here. Because you'd have to charge that thing, wouldn't you?
I don't have to charge the closest.
But if they were in range, you'd have to charge that thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I am going to move them back because I just didn't realise you'd have to charge them. I forgot they were skirmishers momentarily.
Yeah, they are skirmishers.
So they could just...
So the fact they were scattered out.
Woo! There we go.
It's very warm. It's very warm in the bunker.
We will sort that out in a moment because I don't want to put... I just want to make sure... I'll tell you what, Alex. Let's do it live. Do it live.
I would say with ramparts, wouldn't they go slower?
Just go so I'm 10 inches away from both units. That's where I could easily have landed.
Okay, so they're over 10 away.
Get it right on the edge of your unit because I want to be a millimetre over...
A millimetre over 10 or within 10?
Yeah, a millimetre over 10. And that was well within the movement auspice that they had. She's falling over there. We'll just leave it there for now.
So that's exactly 10, so just behind.
There we go. That's perfect. Because now you have to laminate yourself on my steam tank, which I'm okay with.
Just as planned.
Just as planned. Yeah, I keep forgetting how loosey-goosey skirmishers are.
Skirmishes, it is weird. They are very weird.
She's on the edge of the hill there, mate. She's just keeps falling off, so I'll just put her on the edge there. That's all right. So that's my movement. Alex, thank you very much for the take back there. It's a competitive game. It's also, like we said, it's a friendly game, and also it's hot as balls. We had to turn the fan off when we were doing Alex's Army list, and afterwards we were both like, all right, now it is time for some shooting, and I think the first thing that we are going to do is do Plague of Rust on your Chaos Chosen Knights.
Plague of Rust is a hex, so you have to. So you weren't.
Was it not in range?
You weren't. Yeah, you checked. You said you weren't in range, and also it's.
I'm not doing Plague of Rust then.
Yeah.
There you go. Chance would be a fine thing.
It would be a fine thing.
So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do any magic then. So we are going to do some shooting, and I think I'll start with the steam tank. Just grab myself an artillery dice. We're back in a second. So starting off with the steam tank, we've used our breath template, and we can get 1 Duda under the template entirely and 3 partials. So for the partials and a 4 up, that is 2 in total, and then 5 to kill.
Yep.
So you're 2.
So you're 22, okay.
1 dead, please.
Any AP?
No armor is allowed whatsoever.
Okay.
But ward and regens are. So it cooks you alive in your armor.
There we go.
It's kind of cool. We'll then go for the cannon, and we'll place the cannonball just like 10 inches to the back of the Marauder Horseman unit, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll eyeball it there, but it's going to be 10 inches back from that guy.
Yeah.
I think I can only hit one skirmish with the cannon, even if I can go through multiple models.
Yeah, I've heard.
Is that right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Because you're skirmishing.
Yeah.
Or is it? We'll double check it.
Yeah.
Because it may be number of physical models I can go over.
Yeah.
Or it may be because it's not like ranks, is it?
No, they don't have
So
any ranks.
we'll have a look. But we'll roll, see what happens first. 6. So if you could plop me 6 forward, please. So
10 there, 6 puts you like in the middle here. So you've gone over the foot marauders, and you've landed just in front of the.
So I don't land on that guy or that guy. Just
No,
from
'cause
that's the front of my base there.
Yeah, front of your base.
So it would land
And it was
up at 10 inches
when it
from
was
the
10
10
inches,
inches from the back.
10 inches from the back.
No, you're right,
and then,
absolutely right. So no.
it's,
Oh, so I don't hit anyone. Just go stick in the mud. There we go.
Okay.
Good old Steam Tank kills one guy a turn. By any means necessary.
We weren't sure how it was going to work. We'd have to double check it, and it seems like it's like
No, we don't have to. No, we don't. We don't have to double check it now.
Right.
There we are. Now let's just double check if I am within 12 inches over here. Oh. I am within 12 inches over here. Or I could go for those knights over there, but I wouldn't be able to see them. They get heavy cover. So we're going to fire a couple of pistol shots from the brace pistol. So it will be. I don't need to worry about moving, but I do need to worry about range and multiple shots.
Okay, so.
So 5s.
Hit me.
Whoa! Need that
Five
again. I need that again.
Right, okay.
Not quite. Trying to be cheeky. Trying to be a bit cheeky. Okay, so now we've got some more cannon fire to do. So I do think that I think my Hellblaster volley gun's only got one target, but I want to save that for a moment. So we're going to go cannon number 1, 10 inches from the back of your chariot.
So like there, basically.
Yeah. It's a 4.
So it lands basically like 2 inches away from the front of me.
And a
Yeah.
6.
So you basically get the chariot. You won't get anything else.
It's the 1 to wound.
It's a wound. Okay.
Can't do anything.
Does
So
happen.
we'll go for second cannon. Same thing. That'll just land on you, but how far does it go past? Not at all.
But it just hit me. No, does it wound me?
It does. 6 up save required. Will the Dark Gods bless you? No. So he is very dead. Scratch 1 chariot. Now that's very interesting, Alex, because I didn't have to use either one of my misfire dice, did I?
No.
So I could double buff the Hellblaster,
Sounds good.
potentially. So Hellblaster, Chaos Knights.
Okay.
First dice. 10.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Second dice. 2. That's all right. I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Third dice.
A 10. Nice. Okay.
I will
This
choose to increase my ballistic skill now, if that's okay.
Amazing.
So I'm hitting on 4s.
So you can't increase it twice though, can you?
No, I use the engineer's ballistic skill, so I'm not increasing
Oh, I see.
it.
Okay.
If I could add +1 each time, holy fuck, yeah.
That'd
But
be amazing. Line up like 3 engineers behind you.
it is 22 shots though.
Pretty good.
That's the first 11 there. So hitting on 4s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits from the first. 4 hits from the first wave, and then for the second wave, not on the tray. That's okay. And then we got another 6 hits from the second wave. So 10 hits in total. So we'll take 1 out.
Just below average, but not by much.
Not by much. And then we're looking for 3s to wound, strength 5.
Yeah, I'm toughness 4.
That's not bad at all. So we've got 1 at AP -3,
Okay.
and then we have got 6 at AP -1.
Okay, I'll take all the saves at the end.
Okay. Well, it is now.
Is that all you? Okay, so
That's
I thought
2 lots of 11. I did.
Okay, fair enough. I thought so. The one at -3 knocks me down to a 5 up.
He's okay.
He's okay. And then the ones that are -1, these are the other
He's
ones.
with -1.
So one's a 3 up and then a 6 up.
Splash 1. Can we splash in? We can splash him,
Yeah,
yes.
he's a kill one.
I'll take it. It's not as devastating as it could have been, but it's not. Last time I shot Hell Blaster, you saved everything. So I will definitely take it. It just makes my spearman's job just a little bit easier. And that's what we like. We will now go for. So that's all the cannons fired. So we'll now go for the Hockland long rifles.
Okay.
And I think we will go into your Chaos Knights.
Okay, yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
so first one, it's a hit.
Pause.
It's not a wound. Second one.
Oh, is it a 6?
No.
Oh,
It winked at us, but it was not to be. So that's my shooting. There's no combat. Alex, I don't mean to alarm you.
My turn too.
So over to your turn too. Let's see what happens. With a clash of steel, the lines have finally made contact. 3 chosen of chaos smash into a unit of 30 spears, and they've decided to hold the line, men. Earn your pay, boys. There we go. Over on the left flank, the berserkers in a maddened frenzy, seeing visions of skulls and glory, have charged into a tank. That may not have been the smartest move, but we'll find out. Are they strength 5?
There'll be strength 5, yes. It'll still be 6
Sixes
to
to
wound.
wound. Could be spicy. Now, as for the rest of the movement, the Chaos Marauder Horsemen are going for the big wheel, the big flank around the side here. And these buggers ended up rallying thanks to a rallying cry. And they've turned round and they try to snake their way through the gap, which could be how wooed. How wooed indeed. Behind, the Stealer Shadows finally did happen.
You did.
And you didn't go for the ultimate yeet. You just went for the I'm going to smash you in the face next turn.
Sometimes you don't need 36 inches, Tim. You just need 24.
I think you got 36 inches, you'd pass out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But that is a scary sight. That is I'm going to delete an entire brick of guys sight. That's scary. As for the unit behind, they've gone into the forest. We've put the trees around them just so we don't lose the trees too much. But they are in the forest and they are starting to emerge from the woods. The Empire soldiers are like, all right, lads, it's going to be tough, but there's not too many of them. We can handle it. And then the second wave comes in. They're like, by Sigmar's hammer! Oh, it's like the seed in Mark of Chaos.
I was just thinking it's the Mark of Chaos, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the long rifle was just like, oh!
So, Alex, you've got no shooting, you've got no more magic. It's down to the choppy. Where do you want to start, my good man?
Let's start with the steam tank.
The stank. So, you have formed up in your ranks. You were forced to go in this formation.
Silliness, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to? So you get 2 attacks a man because
Frenzy.
So I'm only weapon skill 3, so hit me on 3s.
Yeah, I'm weapon skill 4. So let's see what we get. Okay,
That's pretty good start.
Just the one. Let's get some 6s.
Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, if I get 6s to wound, I'll be increasing my AP as well, because I think Great Axe have armor vein, don't they?
Great weapons don't.
Great weapons do. I thought they. We'll see.
Great weapons don't. Are they great axes or great weapons?
Oh, they're just great weapons.
Then no, you just AP2.
Okay, so you have 2 saves to make in that case.
Nope, I'll take 2 damage. 2 wounds. I will attempt to run you over.
Excellent. That's my stun.
That's 3 stomps. They do auto hit.
Yep.
I'll kill you on 2s.
Yeah. Because they're AP -2, right? Because you're a big chariot boy.
Yeah. I've killed 2. Now that will be 2 wounds to you, 2 wounds to me, but I am close order.
What unit strength are you?
I
So
do
you have
get
to be above 5.
yes, and
So 5 or more.
I do have that.
Okay.
Foe Sheezy, my good sir. So that will be a win combat for me.
So I lose
I won.
frenzy, which is the most important, which is the worst bit of this. But then it's just leadership check.
Now, before you roll that, I need to decide whether I want to overrun, don't I? Before you roll it.
Oh really?
I'm pretty certain it's before you roll it because I can't decide. Oh, I have to see what you get and then go, oh, I think I'll pursue. Because then I know if I
I
have
still need
these.
to take my leadership check.
Oh, leadership check first. So I just presumed, Alex. I just presumed.
So yeah, Cypherly. Okay, got it.
So,
you presume or not then?
now I have to decide whether I do. Now, if I don't, I don't think there's any real advantage to not pursuing because you're just going to ride round. Although if I don't, I could turn and then charge you in the flank next.
Next turn, yeah. You have to test to restrain though.
I think I will test restraint because I think just battering back 2 units is quite good.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. I do not. Oh dear. It's like, Steamboat Billy. So 2d6 for you, my good man.
Okay, that's not good. Just 3. Yeah.
So do I just contact you?
And then you kill them, yeah.
And then I reform?
Yeah, you get a reform.
So that's the perfect scenario for me.
So
because
yeah,
I'll still get to go into the side of your geezers, won't I? So you move back there.
I'm not sure if you have to take a check to reform after you've cut someone down. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know...
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Why don't we go there and we'll check it out off camera.
And they die,
I would be... That is as far as I would go, because even though we're doing it to the prow, you were an inch further forward because of the prow. So that's my final position right there. I'll take that. I mean, the beauty of Frenzy is you absolutely ape. The horror of Frenzy is sometimes you charge a tank with an axe.
Yeah. I've got a couple of wounds off you.
Couple of wounds. He's not impossible to kill. He's tough, but he ain't invincible. Now, I've had my feel-good moment, Alex. Yep. Would you like to take that burgeoning hope, that fleeting hope away? Here you go. Now, you may choose to issue a challenge.
I will not.
I think it makes sense for me to issue a challenge.
I'll accept. So I have to.
Yeah, there we go. So the reason it makes sense is because it cuts down. You get overkill, but it cuts down the amount of raw casualties that I take.
So I'll do the champion into your champion first, then. Okay,
so let's bring the dice tray over. Just always good to feel that roll. So just to be clear, Spearman versus you. You had +1 to your initiative because you charged. So. Yeah. I'm initiative 4, you'll be initiative 5 at that point. Yeah. So you do get to go first. You're using your lances, and you've got your champion who's going into my champion, and you'll be hitting me on 3s because I'm weapon skill 3 and you're weapon skill 5.
Yep. So 3s.
Ooh.
Just the one. It's all I needed. 2s.
Okay,
kills
so
the guy.
He's definitely dead. I can't do anything about it.
Does the steed get me a point of overkill?
Does the steed get you a point of overkill?
It
does hit.
Because it needed 4s.
Yeah.
3s to wound you. Oh, come on.
It is there.
So no AP on this though, because it is just a big. Oh, it's not in
the tray.
Oh, I would have got him.
No.
Okay.
So you get 2 points for that, which is good.
Well, it doesn't kill next guy. It just gets.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Thank you, sir.
The heat.
The heat. It's too hot. It's like that scene in Falling Down where he's like sweating his balls off in his car.
So I'm going to do the steeds first this time. For on the units, so they just missed. Cool. That was good. And then the knights get 2 attacks each. 3s. Okay.
Oh, I saw a couple of 1s then winking at me. Yeah.
And these will be just 2s to kill.
It will be indeed, sir.
2 more die.
2 more die. So you will have earned in total 4 there.
4, yeah.
And your close order, and you've got a banner, so you'll have 5.
And remember, I've got first charge. So
I don't get my rank bonus. I know.
You don't get your rank bonus. Yeah.
So I think unless I kill you all, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be a bit tricky.
Now I have lost 4 attacks there. I would normally have 13 because of the champion. Okay. So that brings me down to 9.
Okay.
Easy way to calculate it. Come on, lads. Earn these shields. Brace for impact, boys. Oh no!
1 hit might be all they need. 5s to wound me.
It is a wound.
It's a wound.
2 up.
2 up save.
No, you're fine.
We're good.
Leadership test for moi, and we hold. In fact, we only give ground.
Give ground.
Because that will be I lose the comp. To be clear, I lose the combat by 4 because I still have close order.
Yeah.
My leadership is 9 because of my general. Yeah. So I've rolled under my leadership, so I will give ground, which means I go back 2 inches. And you can choose to follow up. Oh, you have to follow up, don't you? Because it's not a flea.
Oh, no, I don't have to follow up.
You don't have to.
They don't have frenzy. I can choose to refresh.
I'm so used to your whole army having frenzy. So I'll just go back a couple of inches like that.
I think I still have to check to restrain if I don't want it. But then it's your turn next and you'll just charge me anyway, so...
Let's just do this right, yeah. A little bit further.
You'll just charge me anyway. But...
It just means you don't get lances.
Reform. That means that if you do charge me, you're presenting a nice flank for my guys. Because I'm not...
Or I overrun into them in a fit of madness.
Yeah, you know what? I think, because I'll be fighting you for another turn, you know, stuff. I'll follow up into you. I think it makes
Following
sense.
up makes a lot of sense. Although you are, just to be clear, you are probably safe from being shot because I've got bigger fish to fry, frankly.
Yeah,
if that was something under your consideration. Although if I don't think I'm going to kill enough of those anyway, I could always go for the night. So
I'll still be going before you anyway, because your initiative bonus will be gone, my initiative bonus will be gone. I'm faster than you inherently, so...
No, so
Because I'm initiative 4.
You're initiative 4. You don't count having charged because it's a follow-up. So yes, it'd be 3 versus 4. So you still get to go first.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But you don't get lances now. So
oh yeah, I know I
you'd
don't get lances. I was just thinking about the
be
split.
wounding on 3s rather than 2s, and I'd have a 6 rather than anything else.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll do.
It's fine.
It's all good.
Hey, that's not bad. I'm pretty. You did a little poorly on your dice rolls. I did very poorly on my dice rolls, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the give ground.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'll take that to the bank. All right, so Chaos Forces have they've come in, and they've come in hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tricky one for the Empire. We're gonna check that off camera, and then we'll be back in a moment with the beginning of Empire Turn 3. Movement and conveyance, woo, for the Empire Turn 3. Alex, I have travelled the mystical pathways and fucked off out of the way.
to channel my inner Simon, you've bought a one-way ticket to Bullshit Town. I think that's the sort of thing you'd say.
Oh man! So let's go through
this.
this.
It's so funny though, because I'm like, yeah, I can move really far, and you're like,
I'll get out of the way.
it's like you may be able to move 36 inches, but my 12 is still enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop trying to hit me and hit me. So let's take you through what's happened. In my movement, in my strategy, I should say, I tried to Plague of Rust them, and I failed. And then I tried to the Ramparts them, I failed. This made me go squeaky bum time, and so I decided that what I needed to do is get the hell out of there. So I rolled, I moved, then it went over to the movement phase. I moved out of the dispel range of the Wizardess there, and I managed to get off travel mystical pathways on a 12 in total. Alex's Fate Dispel was not quite enough, and I picked up and I teleported the unit 12 inches from where it was. We've double checked the rules. It absolutely can do that. It's not like model by model. It just says the unit has to be 12 inches within 12 inches of its original location. The unit is within 12 inches of the location and 6 inches away from any models, which it absolutely is. There we go. So you've come barreling in here, and I've got out of the way. Now, I then marched back with this unit. They are a whisker out of 10 inches, so Alex, you cannot declare your charge there, unfortunately. That's it. That's it. So that it means that for one more turn at least, I am going to be safe from the Chaos Chosen, but that means you won't get to me till turn 4. But I suspect you will get to me turn 4, and I'm very possibly just delaying the inevitable. Now over on the left flank, he's done it again. He can't keep getting away with this. Why didn't I think you would just flee again?
Yeah, I'm not going to let you just hit my unit to death, am I?
So I tried to charge Alex's unit. He fled. He didn't get a particularly big flee, but I didn't get a particularly big pursue. You will be rallying on a 6
because I'm nowhere near my characters.
And I am pretty close to you, but that's my steam tank is pretty much out of it. Like, yeah, it's interesting. But hey, he claimed to be like 80 points or something.
Oh yeah, these guys are 100 points. Yeah.
They claim 100 points.
100 points.
Nice. All right, so then we come over to the shooting, and because we've done everything else. And we've got some shooting to do. I think I couldn't quite wangle it, so I was in 3 inches of this unit and 15 inches of this unit, and out of dispel range from the mage. So I unfortunately won't be able to wind blast over here because that would have been very useful because they are skirmishers, so they're going to make my life a bit difficult. But I'm going to give them a bit of a pop anyway. So I think what we need to double check before I do my shooting, Alex, is how cannons work in skirmishes. Because if it's model by model, then my cannons are in for a good time. If it's not model by model, then I can only kill one guy at a time. So we'll just check that, and then we'll see what Boomtown can do. So we have double checked the big teal book, and it says model. And then it starts talking about units that are formed up in ranks. And we've checked the skirmisher section, and it doesn't have anything specific about cannonballs. It just says -1 to hit. So depending on where I place my cannonball, there's a chance for me to hit a couple of them. So what we're going to do is we'll go for the first cannon here, and he is going to... Actually, we'll go for this cannon here because of where I actually want to be able to place it.
So what, like 10 inches back from this guy, maybe?
Yeah, he'll go for 10 inches back from that guy. So,
Just nudged him.
yeah, that's okay.
He's like there.
About there?
Yeah, 10
okay.
inches back from like literally like the back corner of the base.
Cool. A 2.
Okay, so that means it lands like, yeah, like...
Followed by a 2, so 1.
Yeah, just hit 2s to obliterate one of them.
Yep.
Okay, one at the back.
And then we'll do the same with the other cannon.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just double check
So 10
my.
inches back
Can you just check?
from this guy,
Yeah, can you just double check my 24-inch range on the Hellblaster, please? I don't want to completely diddle myself out. No, I can hit everyone. That's
you
fine.
can hit all of them, yeah.
That's okay.
So tension on the back of this guy, so it's like from this cannon, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like there. Cool.
It's an 8.
8. So that will land in between these two. So you're probably just going to hit this back one by the looks of it.
It's a misfire.
So it
I think
lands
I'll re-roll my dice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So artillery dice, yeah.
Why
Because I
not?
wouldn't hit you otherwise, would I?
Yeah, that's true. Because it would land in the middle.
There you go.
So it goes to them. So twos to kill this guy. Oh no! Okay.
1.
Fair enough.
Okay, so let's go for the Hellblaster now into them. It will be hitting you. Well, we'll see, depending on if I get any misfires. A 4 shots, an 8 shots,
Okay, so 12.
and 4 shots, 16 shots, no misfires. Use the engineer's ballistic skill, hitting you on 5s.
Okay.
So that's 16 shots.
How's it hitting on 5s?
Ballistic skill 4, -1 for long range, -1 for you being skirmisher.
Because I'm above unit strength 1, you don't suffer the -1 against me.
Skirmisher? Nah.
True. Skirmisher, it's only -1 if you're infantry. So if anyone tries to deal with that, that's something they changed into Old World. Yeah.
You're an officer, a gentleman, Alex. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So I'm hitting you on 4s then.
Yeah, you are. That's why
Okay.
the engineer does make quite a big difference here.
Okay, hit on 4s. Not that much.
Okay, fair enough.
This is just the first half, to be fair.
Okay.
Toughness 3.
Yeah, only toughness 3.
That's 3 down. That's all of them.
Yeah, that's them gone.
I don't need to worry about
So
the other
it's
8
like
shots.
AP -1, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's
you'll
AP1.
You'll just knock them down.
So we'll go for Hockland long rifles now. I think we'll have to try and pop a wheelie. Should we go for the Chaos Lord? No, we'll just go for the Chaos Warriors.
Okay.
Should we go for the Sorcerer? You
See me? Can you see me?
I get him on a hill.
Oh yeah, so you are. Go
On a
on.
fucking hill. Let's just, oh, minute, can you just pull me off, Alex? 36 inch range. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
That's my max.
There we go.
I can see.
You can see.
I can see. Let's fucking do this, man. Okay, first shot. Hit on a 4. No. Second engineer. Hit on a 4. No.
Oh,
Bollocks.
All that build up.
All that build up. And then we'll...
Pulled you off for nothing, Tim.
He pulled me off for nothing. Now the question is, if I wind blast you, is there any possibility that I push you back a bit and then you might be able to get a charge on me here? Because I don't think you could do it right now, could you? Because of how far he needs to swing round, right?
So okay, so this is the like the 4D chess thing. So how far will you push me back?
2.
Right. So if you push me back 2, so the front of my unit.
Tell you what, shall we dice up the front so you can actually physically move them so we can check this
Okay.
properly?
So if I move them back 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, to there. Now this is where things get a little bit shitty, and gamey. So I could, because I'm at a very slight angle, I could drilled reform all the way along here and then charge you in the side.
So I don't want to do that then.
You don't want to do it. Either.
Okay.
Honestly, Tim, I don't want to do that. Please don't make me do that.
So, and right now you couldn't do that.
No, because the best I can do, if I make my front as wide as I can, I still have to stay an inch away from you.
Yeah.
If you knock me back, I can come out to like
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and then I clip you, and then it gets really.
So right now there's no risk of charging, so
No.
I'm not gonna make. Yeah, there's no. There's
It
no
might be
point.
tricky on the camera to see it, but from here, because they're slightly angled, that's 100%.
Oh yeah,
what you can
100%.
do.
Yeah, I'll just shoot you with a couple of pistols then.
Yeah, go on then.
Giselle, level the 2 pistols. He's got 2 hits again. He's last time he couldn't hit worth dick.
Forced to wound me then.
Forced to wound. Nah,
Oh, snake
he's cheaped out on the powder.
Wet
He's been
powder.
taking the training.
Yeah.
But he's a mercenary. He always cuts corners where he can, and he's just filled his bowels with sawdust. So he just like chucks the next 2 pistols away. He's like, damn. I suppose now the shots. He's using training bullets.
They hit, yeah.
Oh, I may have made a bit of a boo-boo here. You might actually fuck me up in combat over here. I forgot I've come fucking miles away from my BSB. Oh well.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I've got my rank bonus now, so I should be okay.
So.
Yeah, I should have flipped round.
Any more shooting or anything?
No, I should have flipped round to this side, but it is what it is. Can't change it now. So that's all my shooting. Shall we go for some combat?
Yeah, I'll be going first.
You'll be going first. Let's see what happens.
So let's do the. Last time I cheated slightly because I couldn't have done my steeds first because they were low initiative through the guys.
You bastard.
I know. Right, everyone's clicked off the video now, like absolute, that's scumbag moment. So, champion, 3 attacks, 2 attacks from each dice.
Yeah.
They draw their ensorcel blades.
Hitting on. Dice traits. Hitting on.
3s to hit you because I'm weapon skill 5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not great.
That's okay. That's making, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
And then it's 3s to wound you.
3s to wound.
Strength 4. Come on,
saved.
2 at AP -1.
Okay. No, that will be 2 down.
And then I've got my steeds that I think go at the same time as you.
Yep.
But I'll roll them now anyway because it doesn't make any difference, really. 2 hits. Wow, the same as you guys.
No worries. It's strength 4 on
Strength 4 and a chaos steed, yeah.
Do get one
Kicks
more.
The guy's head off.
Okay. So, but he gets to fight.
Yes.
So I would have lost 2. So I'd go from 12 attacks now down to 10 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Now, right now, you're on 5.
3 kills plus
banner plus close order.
Yeah, I'm on
5. And I'm on.
Banner, close order, and is it 2 or 3 ranks you can get?
I'm close order, so I get 2 ranks. So I'm on 4.
Yeah, so you get you're on 4.
Okay. Come on, lads. Just fucking kill one of them. That's all I ask. Right. Get them stuck in, boys!
So
it's another bad roll to hit.
Man, 4s are so swinging.
It's another bad roll to hit. Come on, all wounds. All right, I'll take 2. Come on, lads. Come on.
Oh, fine, just.
If I got that plague of rust off, damn it.
Yeah,
that will be a leadership test for me. Oh, that's a 4 back in good order.
4 back in good order, okay.
I'll take it, Alex. I'll take it to the bank.
I'm going to test restraint because it's my turn next.
It is indeed.
So do I pass? I think I'm leadership 8. Yeah, I'm definitely better than leadership 6.
And I go 6. I'll take it, man. That was. I realised this was a real fucky one for me. So you can move my guys back. I'll add them to the dead pile.
So they are there.
Whew.
There we go.
And you're testing to restrain.
I passed the test to restrain because I got that 6 in dice.
It's your turn next. So any interesting reasons why you tested to restrain?
Well, I get to charge you. That means I get my lances if I followed up.
You would have got. Oh, you don't get lances in.
Oh no, sorry. I would do because they FAQ'd that. I would have had to have rolled. I would have had to have rolled like a 6 to actually keep up with you, right? Because how far back you went.
Yeah, but if you failed it, you would have got the charge anyway.
Yeah.
But then you might have not got as much initiative.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, it makes sense.
It's what it is.
It makes sense. Okay.
Also, this way, I guess
it's a spicy one, man. Yeah, this is actually, I've really weakened my flank of it. It's such an annoying thing about Empire is your base leadership is 7.
Yeah. It's
very 8 would be okay. Dwarves are like base leadership 9. I think Empire should be base leadership 8.
If they've got the full command group, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. But as it is, it just tells me, Alex, you know what that unit needs to be? That unit needs to be a unit fanatic. That's what it needs to be.
To anchor the flank. Yeah,
anchor the flank, exactly. Now, we are going to go into Chaos turn 3 now. Now, Chaos turn 3 is looking pretty interesting. This unit's in a little bit of a spicy position. This unit's just winning its goddamn war of attrition. And then this unit over here is starting to get into the fight. My steam tank is kind of out of it for the moment.
It's going on a journey.
But the casualties, like I've got 3 full dead units in the bank at the moment. And Alex has got 6 dead state troops in the bank at the moment. So it's definitely in my favour.
Oh, yeah,
but
easily.
As we know, this game was always going to be Empire lead turn. First 3 turns from shooting, and then turn 4 onwards, it's going to be a slaughter.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I can keep floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee with my state troops.
Yeah.
And we'll see if the Chaos could finally get these slippery fish of the Empire into combat. We're back with Chaos, turn 3. Turn 3 for Chaos. The Knights have followed up into the Spearmen, and I almost fled. I thought, you know what, if I flee, it means that the Knights might fail the charge, and then they'll be stuck out there, and then I'll shoot them, and they'll be really good. And then we worked out that if I had a big enough flee, Alex would have, I would have bounced through all of these guys. There's no BSB nearby, so they would all start panicking and breaking. Yeah. And we rolled it out to see what Alex would have got on his pursuit, and he would have actually got far enough to go all the way through.
I got almost the top result, bar 1 inch, I think.
Yeah. So it was the right decision to hold. They don't want to hold their mercenaries, but they're like, if they don't hold, they don't get paid.
Yeah.
That's it. If they don't hold, they don't get paid. So they decided to stick around. I'm owed some 4-ups, Alex. It's about this time last time where all the spears killed you.
Yeah.
So,
after about 3 or 4 rounds of combat.
Yeah, it's about time. All right. Now, elsewhere, you just wheeled over here, and you Steed of Shadows here. I didn't dispel it. I almost did, but not quite. Yeah. And you Steed of Shadows those guys forward there.
I only went for a normal move with them, so I can still use my magic missile.
Now, this is looking very intimidating. I've got 2 units of Chaos Warriors against my 1 unit of Halberdiers. This is not a position that I want to be in, so it's a spicy meatball, to say the least. We'll see, but I do have a turn to blast you. Yeah. A hell of a blast as well, potentially. Yeah. So a hell blaster blast, maybe. I can't make the joke work. Moving swiftly on, Alex, we're on to your. You failed to rally over here.
Yes.
Now we're on to your shooting, aka your magic, and you are going to do some demonology, and you're going to summon demons inside me.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do. So my casting is 10 plus 5, so that is casting a 15.
A double 6.
Yeah, double 6.
Yeah, I literally double 6.
Yeah, have you used your fated dispel? Yeah. No,
yes.
You did, didn't you? But you can dispel me now. Yeah, cool. Go for it. Almost.
If you didn't have your +1 for being Zechian, I would have stopped you.
Yeah,
but
of course, yeah.
But I did not, so sadly not.
6 hits on these guys then.
6 hits on them.
Oh, okay,
nice.
7.
That's the average?
Exactly the average. And I guess it'll be 3s to wound you, and then it's AP -1, isn't it? So.
Yeah, that kills me. Because I've only got light armour. So 4 die.
4 die, so...
This is where it starts happening, folks. This is where the cavalry start mounting. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, combat.
Got combat, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that's what you're shooting. 4 guys with demons summoned inside them. It's not ideal, to say the least. No. Now we have to do some combat, and it's squeaky time. It's squeaky for me here. It's going to be tricky.
So the Knights.
The Knights
charge this time, so they get their.
Yeah, hit on 3s.
So it's 3s and then 2s. Okay.
Drop a couple.
Pretty much maths, isn't it? And then 2s.
2s to kill.
No 1s.
There you
5
go.
dead. And then at the same strike at the same time, we've got some Chaos Steeds.
Yeah.
So the Steeds are hitting you on 4s. 1 hit. 3s to wound you. 1 save, no AP.
Hey, there we go. I'll take it.
To strap his shield.
Okay, so I lost 5, so I have what would have been 12 attacks. I'll have 7 attacks. Yeah. Okay, now.
Remember your champion's dead.
Yeah, I normally get 13 because it makes 6. Now, lads, just hit them. Hit them, wound them, aim for the soft spots, and you can bring them down. Look, you've had a couple of turns of practicing to try and find the weak spots. You've weakened their armor. You can do it. All right, here we go. All hits, all wound. Alex is going to fail all his saves. Okay, you do that, you're all right. All right, here we go.
Passing approval.
It's not bad. It's an improvement. It's now. Lads, we need that wound again, all right? We need that wound again. Here we go. Come on. Just the 1, okay? It's not ideal, but if you can kill 1, I'll be pretty happy with you.
Oh, just passed it. I've done that a few times. I've rolled a lot of 2s.
Yeah. If I had my kingdom for halberds. Yeah. So you kill 5 plus banner plus close order. I have banner and close order, so that cancels each other out, and I have 2 ranks, so I lose by 3.
Yep. Okay.
It's a fail. It's a fail.
Straight up
fail. They break.
I will pursue because why wouldn't I? And I'm going to swift stride because why wouldn't I? Oh no.
That's good for me.
That's good because
that's good for me. I don't panic. I don't panic, and you don't go far enough to overrun.
So basically, let's see what.
Yeah. So you go 4 inches forward, and these guys are dead. Now that is, frankly, best case scenario for me, considering I don't have a BSB. That is a big chunk of points for Alex, so you've probably equalised the points there, considering they're about 200 points that you did.
Now I could check to do a reform, but I want to be pointing this way anyway, so why do it?
Exactly. And I now have the chance to blast them. Which is best case. If I can blast them off, because they're frenzy, you see, so I don't really get much benefit from blasting them.
No.
And I doubt I'll get through them all.
No. Many have tried.
Many have tried.
Many have tried.
Many have tried, many have failed. Okay, so let's... that's the Chaos turn. They've had a good blow there. I think that was... I feel like I saved myself from a charge early on, but I also feel like I've left those guys to die. Lesson learned for me. I could have had probably about 20 flagellants on that flank, and they'd still be around.
For the same points?
Yeah.
Thereabouts. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
No, damn it. Maybe sort of 15, 16, but they have a ward save, and they would have had a 5-up ward save against you because of your strength.
Okay.
And they would have had flails.
Yeah, so first round of combat.
So I think lesson learned.
Yeah.
We've had the paid mercenaries. We need to fill the ranks up with the mad bastards. I could make the flagellants look like berserkers, like they just get drunk before the battle and go nuts. But anyway, lesson learned over there. Alex, well done on winning that combat. I am going to try and punish you for it though. That's only fair. But we'll see what happens going into Empire turn 4, and we enter the second half of this game. Gentlemen, this is Cowardice Made Manifest. Starting off, I went for a charge into the horsemen. They fled. That's some cowardice on Alex's side.
I mean, I didn't have a choice in this one.
I probably should have gone back that way, but his blood's up, or steam's up. Over here, in my strategy phase, I was able to get Plague of Rust off on the Chaos Knights, and Alex did not dispel it. And then I went for Earthen Ramparts, which you did dispel.
Yeah.
And then I got to the movement phase, and I started off by moving my wizard over here, so she was within 9 inches of the unit of halberdiers. Just in case this didn't work, my BSB and my general marched out of the unit. Don't worry, lads. I'm gonna help.
Gonna go get help.
And then because the reason I had to do that first is I didn't want to lose potentially like 500 points at one go. And then I cast Travel Mystical Pathways, and I got it off on a 14. Alex rolled a 10 for his dispel, and I picked them up and I teleported them back here. And I did that so that I'm covering my unit here from being my 2 characters being magic missiled by the sorceress. And I'm now out of 10 from here. We've these guys march back. We've pre-measured it. Even if when they try and charge here, they'll be out of 10, so they won't be able to make it here. And so we have saved ourselves another turn. It won't be till turn 5 now. We start the clock. It won't be until turn 5 until these Chaos Warriors have a chance to get in. But we have to deal with these guys. If I don't kill these knights, what Alex could do is sweep up this, and then he could retreat. So these knights have got to go down. So it's time for some shooting. And it's time... I think we need to... I think what I want to do is go with the Hellblaster first. Yeah. And then get as many shots off here as possible. And then I can use the... this cannon won't be in grape shot range then. But it would mean that I could have 2 cannons go down here if I needed to.
Yeah.
This cannon will always be in grape shot range. So yeah, that's the right call. So the artillery dice is here.
So what are you shooting with first?
It has to be the Hellblaster. It has to be. So we are going to go with the first dice. It's a 10.
It's a good start.
It's a good start.
Second die.
It's an 8.
Still good.
It's another 8.
Okay.
That is 26 shots.
Okay.
5.
I'm tempted to just take them off, but
you got to make me roll it, man.
You might roll. You might roll.
Now, don't allow me. I am hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Because I am within 12.
Okay.
So this could be spicy.
Is this with the engineer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've got a lot of 1s and 2s, but this is only half.
Yes.
Okay, I'm now wounding on 3s.
Okay. How many is that?
That is only 3, but it is AP 3 in total from the first half. So 3 5-ups.
3 5-ups.
Do you want to roll those first?
No, one at once.
Okay, so then we've got the next volley. That's a little bit better. I only dropped 3 that time. And then I only dropped another 3. So I want to take, you need another 5 basic saves. So, and then you need 2 that are AP -5 now because of Plague of Rust.
2 at AP -5.
So that's just your invulnerable.
So my
wards. Nope. And then that last guy has to make 8. Is it 8? Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
He's
it's a heroic effort.
Yeah, he's still got. So you've got the ward saves.
What's the chance of me rolling that many 6s?
I don't know. Will the Chaos Gods favour him?
Come on, Lawrence Baker. No.
Come on, Lawrence Baker! But the Hellblaster volley gun clears them up. He's gone. And I have used one of my engineers there though. That's good though. Hellblaster volley gun doing what it should do.
Yes.
Now we're gonna go. I think we're gonna. The temptation is to go with Grape Shot, but then I'm alluding on 4s.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go for the first cannon. I'm going to place it 10 inches from the back of this unit.
Okay, so it goes. So which cannon you do? You going for?
I don't think it really matters.
So like there basically. So
yeah,
like
exactly.
That,
yeah.
10 inches from the kind of this corner.
Yeah. It's a 4, so it's going to hit.
So it hits.
And then it's a 10. That's going to go through the. That's going to go through the whole fucking unit, isn't it, man?
So it goes to there. So it hits him. And then did you say it goes 10?
So you do. I'm going to do it from this point on his base.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
it'll be 10 inches from 10 inch, so less of an angle, basically.
Okay.
So turn your tape measure a bit.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So I'm going to land there, which is going to land on this guy here, and then 10 inches forward. So it's all ranks but 1.
Okay, cool.
So I can't kill your character.
No.
I don't think I bounced through to that unit.
No, because it was 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From that angle. So where was it from?
10 basically. Straight down there. So no, I bounced out there. Cool. Okay. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chances.
6, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So 2s to kill. Well, no, what AP is it? Normal?
3 base. So it will be 2s to. If you get.
Put me on my invuln save, basically.
I've rolled 3 1s. I've done my best to give you a chance. So 3 6s, please, Alex.
Come on, number of the beast.
No, 3 down.
It's about time.
It was about time. Yeah, that is true. And then. I think what we'll do is we will go for the same again from this unit because again it's the number of ranks that I would go through, isn't it?
Yeah,
and so we'd have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, same again. So it doesn't matter so much. So this guy will do it from here, 10 inches from the back, sort of across that line. So roll the dice. It's a 2, so it will hit the first guy. Okay. And then it's a 4, so 4 inches into the unit basically.
Okay.
Or give me 10 inches from the back first, and then we can basically dial it in from there.
What? So where? Yeah.
So it'd be like 10, yeah, like that, perfect. So 2 lands on this guy, and then up to 6 lands on this guy. So 4 ranks.
So it gets 4, yeah. 4 guys.
3 saves, please, again.
Yeah, 3, so 6s.
You make pass 1, so another 2, please.
Another 2, okay.
Hey, I'll take it. You'll take it as well, I imagine.
Apparently so.
That's probably not as bad as you were expecting.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse, to be fair.
Yeah. The Grape Shot may have done loads more, but it could have done 2 shots.
Yeah, could have done 2 shots or could have misfired, and then you've only got your 1 reroll. So
yeah, exactly. So now we've got the Hopton long rifles. We are going to go for your Sorceress.
Okay.
No.
No.
No,
okay.
Well, I don't think I'm with an 18. I should have been shooting here, and then I would have been with an 18. Then we'll go for Wind Blast, because I don't think there's any real risk of just pushing you back 2 inches.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So
it's an 8. I think it might be a 9.
Yeah, I think.
Shall we double check?
Yeah,
we'll do it live. We'll do it live. It's near the back of the book.
Is it before or after High Magic?
I guess we'll find out. Keep going. No, it's before, apparently. Yes.
Like
right. So there's one way to find out.
Wind Blast needs an 8.
Ah, okay, so it goes off. So you don't need much to stop me, mate. Just a 2 and a 3. There you go. Nice. Yeah, I can't get greedy with it, boys. Can't get greedy with it. So we've deleted the Chaos Knights. We have taken a chunk out of them. They're not going to get us this turn. Just holding them back. Holding them back through cunning movement and definitely not cowardice, we have managed to buy ourselves another turn and try this. And I was saying to Alex off camera, the problem with bringing a unit like this is no one wants to fight it. If you brought maybe like 10 or 50, if you brought like 15 of them, then what happens is people go, oh, I'll give it a go. And then you fuck them because they don't realise that you're just going to brutalise them.
I can guarantee you, if I only took 15, in all the games I've taken these guys, that is actually the point where people are able to kill them with shooting for like several turns.
Fair play.
Because what tends to happen is at the end of the game, the Chaos Lord's almost untouched, and then there's just enough left that they don't give any points away at all. And then it's like, cool, that's an 800-point unit and you get nothing, like basically.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. I mean, I'm trimming the fat round here, but that's where the points really are.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, we will be back after you have done your strategy and your movement. Turn 4. Turn 4 Chaos movement and strategy is completed. Now, all of the Chaos Warriors decided they were going to go home and that they were done with this, and Alex has conceded the game, right?
Not quite, Tim.
Right?
No.
He's coming in with the steel chair! So Alex, and I quote, said, fuck these state troopers who keep bouncing away from him. And he used drilled to go into marching column, and then he got his Steed of Shadows off on a really good roll, so I couldn't stop him. And he went 30 inches this way and then wheeled, which stopped him from landing on my state troops. And he has gone into my steam tank.
Well, it's eyeing you up. I've not gone in. I can't go into it.
You can't go into it yet. I might be able to drive away. It's possible. But I'll have to see what happens. Or I've got a double wall and I just sit there.
Yeah, not be ideal.
It's tricky. So Alex is basically, the reasoning behind this is he wants to go off the steam tank.
Actually, Tim, I've sort of thought.
I had a thought.
If I left them here, if I left these guys here, that stops you from moving.
Yeah, sure.
But then you could just, but then you'll just overrun me, and then you'll be gone. It's probably not worth it. No, I'll leave it as it is.
Fair enough. We loads of takebacks in this game, man. There's no problem whatsoever. So the reason I've done this is because if he can get rid of that steam tank, then and there's only so far that steam tank can go away, man. Like these guys are probably more. It's got a very random movement. It only moves like 5 inches a turn sometimes.
Yeah.
Like at best, or 6 inches a turn, I should say. So if he gets that, then it will make up for the Chaos Knights, and then he brings himself back into the draw. Whereas over here, there's a real chance that I can just grind it out, and there's a real chance I can just keep teleporting away.
Yeah.
This steam tank, the best it can do is drive a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a Hail Mary, but the Chaos Gods favour the bold.
They do.
That's what they favour. And also, it's kind of hilarious seeing the Cornate Warriors just be like, see you later, Zinchi nerds. And just like, they're like, you have your Steed of Shadows to get those Empire State Troops. They're like, Leroy, check it. They're like, what are you doing?
Off to go fucking panel beat
you absolutely. Well, it also makes a lot of sense. For those of you that are wondering what these dice mean, they're the Gaze the Gods that Alex has managed to pick up. And he can now wound that steam tank on threes with the Ogre Blade. So if he gets to grips with it, his Chaos Lord will, with D3 damage, will tear it to pieces. I've been there before. It will happen. Steam Tank is tough, but with those 7 wins left, it definitely ain't invincible. So it's a bit of a Hail Mary, but I have to say, Alex, I fucking love that move. It's a really, really cool move. And at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, right? We're doing a battle report. It's all about style. It's all about skeptical. It's like, I like the idea of your general calling out to my general. And being like, my general being like, we're gonna beat you. We're gonna beat you in a great battle. We're a great fighting force. And your Chaos Lord goes, oh, you're a fighting force, all right, just not a great one. And my general's like, oh yeah, what's the difference? And he goes, presentation, and just like yeets himself over. And there's like that. There's like memes, but then you get the Umbrella Academy meme where the 2 cars are going past each other, and they're both looking at each other.
Yeah, they're shifting that way. They're shifting that way. Yeah.
Oh man, it's honestly, it's such a cracking move, and I absolutely fucking love these kind of balls to the wall moves. And I think I know we're sort of chatting a bit right now, but I think we've both kind of surprised each other with the sneaky magical moves.
Yeah,
we've definitely pulled a fast one on each other a couple of times throughout this game, and but in quite an enjoyable way.
It's very Spider-Man pointing at each other as opposed to flight, but also Spider-Man's going the opposite direction.
This is the power of, I think what we've shown here, Alex, no matter what the outcome of the game is, we have shown the power of magical moves.
Magical move, yeah, it's still a game that's won in the movement phase. It's just sometimes he gets a move twice.
I have to say, man, I'm thinking of nicking this idea off you, because I think that because I'm Empire, I can get dark. I can definitely get demonology.
Yeah,
definitely.
demonology.
And thinking of, I could do it now, I could do it with flagellants.
But they don't have drilled.
I could do it with great swords.
Great swords have drilled. If you have
it might not be as powerful, but great swords munching down a flank.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm flanking people, it's makes up for a lot of inadequacy. So
Also,
you've got me thinking, man.
Also, remember, if you've got a unit with drilled, the characters in it don't have to have drilled for the unit to be able to drilled.
They're like, follow us, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. You can exactly. You can put you can put some fighter characters in, get them up there. I know Empire fighter characters aren't much to write home about, but like get them in there.
Maybe.
Get some.
It's the general of the cap, which are dog shit. It's the you've got the it's called like a Grand Master, and he's like one of the leaders of the knightly orders.
Oh yeah.
And he's actually as good as like one of your aspiring champions.
Okay.
Which is not great, but you can put like a demigriff, and then he starts getting chunky.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, there's no combat here, but there is a bit of shooting that we need to do because you want to try and magic me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do some magic. I've contemplated shooting, like seeing if I could like blink off a cannon, but when you've got like 3 wounds on them and I need 6.
3 wounds, T6. So you need 6s. So
yeah.
on an average of 7 hits, it's not likely to go off.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'll do is I'll just see if I can whittle down these outwards a bit. If I kill a load of them,
if you kill a load of them, then it makes that fight it might run, and it makes the fight very interesting.
So summoning into these guys. That is a 5 plus a 5, so that is a mighty 10.
So I need a 6 on my dice to I need a 7 on my dice.
7 on the dice to stop it. Oh,
it's a miscast. So is that 1 dice or 2d6? 2d6. Isn't it?
Do you get? Oh, of course you do get miscasts on the thingy. Okay, go on then.
I should have said it was fated and cheated, but it wasn't.
Okay.
That's okay. I think I stop it because it's an 8's the good one, isn't it? Shall we double check?
Yeah, is this the one where it's like it's cancelled, but then something weird goes?
It's cancelled, but I think I take a punch in the face.
Let's see.
We'll do it live.
Good.
We'll do it live unless we can't find it. I think it's under. Is there a
miscast? So what
okay.
is it? An 8?
I'm coming around.
Barely controlled. The wizard manages to control the magic, but expensive great power. The spell is cast at casting value as casting value for the person to dispel attempts. However, you can't attempt to cast any more spells for the remainder of the current turn. So does that mean that you can't dispel anymore now? I mean, that doesn't matter.
I can't dispel anymore, but so I do. It's like an irresistible dispel, but I then can't dispel anymore.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Have I stopped it?
Sorry?
I've stopped it.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, that's like that happens too often. The number of times when
it's like, it's the miscast. Oh, it's the good one.
Oh, it's the good one. I think it's because
though my opponent, when I played that game,
I can spell next turn. I just can't spell anymore.
When I played against my in the first event we went to, the guy when I played against the Wood Elf guy, that's what happened to him. But the problem was the spell he was able to cast didn't mean anything. It was just like a little magic missile. But then it meant he couldn't cast or dispel anything, including my remains in play Phantasmagoria, and then it fucks him basically. Yeah. So it can be.
Do you think about Phantasmagoria in this game? Force me to come to you a little bit.
Maybe, but it's like it's whether or not dark magic is either. Dark magic gives up the movement. That's the problem.
Maybe two casts in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Then I've got to get rid of the chaos. We'll see. We'll see what happens over this weekend.
Okay.
With the games tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Well, that was. I have to say, there was a lot going on that turn, but the end result is a bit of movement.
Not much actually died, or not anything. Nothing died.
Nothing died. All right. Well, can the Empire take this chance, this potential shift in momentum, to take the fight to the enemy? Well, we'll have to see in Empire turn 5. Turn 5 for the Empire? Oh my god, turn 5.
It's turn 5.
So I've only got one more turn after this? Jeez Louise. Alright. We ended up, we stuck to our word. They went and got help, Alex. They jumped inside the unit of spearmen, which I'm pretty happy with on that front. That unit of spearmen just walked forward a little bit. Yeah. There we go. These guys here just redress the ranks and then twist it slightly just to make sure that if those Mord horsemen come in, it'll be a front charge. I doubt they will do. Alex will probably just like skirt them on the side or just don't give them up. Just walk away with them. There's a couple of different options you've got available there. I then failed all of my magic. It was all failed or dispelled.
I think I dispelled one of them, you just didn't cast the others.
Yeah. To be fair, she's getting tired, Alex.
She's doing pretty well the first half of the game, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
She's cast everything, I think, pretty much up to this point.
Yeah.
Almost.
Everything important.
Everything really mattered.
And then over here, I got a 4 and a 1 on my move. I went 8 inches forward. I used my lumbering chariot to go that way. So there's a chance that I might be able to avoid the charge, but there's a real chance that Alex can just hit me in the side now.
With the drill, yeah.
With the drilled
reform.
It did cost me a wound as well, so I've made the job a bit easier. Elsewhere, so that's really my movement. Time for some shooting, and really, there's only one target, right? I mean, I've got to go for there. I mean, I could yeet some cannonballs this way, but honestly, I don't think I have the cannon edge to... I mean, I'd have to kill 2 of them to make them flee, right? Yeah.
Oh, these guys, yeah. Kill 2.
But which is possible, to be fair. What we'll do is we'll go for the Hellblast, which has only got 1 target first. Yep. Might as well do the stuff that we know we have to do. And it's going to go and fire into your Chaos Warriors. So first dice, it's a 10.
Okay.
Second dice, it's a 6.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Third dice is a 6. This thing is on fire!
I don't think you've rolled any misses
No.
with the Hellblaster at all.
That's 22 shots.
Yes, 10 plus 12, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll use my engineer to up the ballistic skill, so I'm hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad.
Isn't it? Not too bad.
Slightly above average for the first half. 3s.
4, so 3s.
So that will be 2 at -3. And it will be 4 at -1.
Okay.
From the first volley.
I'll do them all together.
Okay.
Because it's quite a decent sized unit.
Yeah, and then we've got the next volley. Not as many hits, but that is what we call balancing out. Man, you do miss that 30-inch range of organ guns, I'm telling you. 1 more of each, please.
Okay, so these 3 just die.
Do you not have a ward save? Oh, they're not chosen.
They're not chosen. These ones are -1, the other ones are just...
Yeah, so just...
These ones 5s. It's alright, so I lose 6 in total.
6 in total. Oh, yeah, shit.
That'll be enough for me to do morale, I'm pretty sure. Because how many? 20 mice? Yeah, it's easily enough for me to have to do morale. So it's killed the back rank. But they are leadership 9 or 10, though, because she got the buff.
She did get a permanent leadership buff, so there we go. But no...
Strength and leadership.
No BSB, though?
Why would I waste points on a BSB?
Oh, Alex! Well, we'll find out, right?
Even if... Okay,
we'll find out, right?
Even if I fail this, I still wouldn't take a BSB.
We'll find out, right?
No, I still wouldn't take it. Honestly, wouldn't take it.
Alex, re-roll it. Re-roll it for me. Re-roll it for me.
See, I still probably
I would have taken a BSB.
No, because how many points is a BSB going to be? Like,
50! On a captain. So to be fair, like, for you, 300.
On a captain, for me, it's
like 300
for me, it's like 100. Yeah, I know.
That's a big change there. I could feel that coming in my bones, man.
So, okay, so I've...
It's a regular flea.
It's not, because I'm not below half strength. I think I just call back in good order, don't I?
You're not stubborn. It's a regular flea. Shall we check the book?
Check it, yeah.
We'll check the book. Because it's monumental, right? So we have double-checked the rule book. And it said that if you take heavy casualties, you flee. But then we checked the psychology of war on panic. And it says if you take a panic check, then you... and you're above 50%, you fall back in good order. But we weren't sure. But then we Googled it, and Power Series on the Warhammer Empire forums detailed answered this exact question, and he said it does matter which order you shoot in, and that these guys would fall back in order. So Alex, I think you say a big thank you to that guy.
Power Series, thank you for saving the last 2 brain cells we've got left.
That haven't been sweated out. So we've done the shooting over there. Now that's pretty good. We've cleared a volley of them. To be fair, that does mean that I'm not in range to windblast you now. Fair enough. And it also means that my cannons don't really have a good target because there's not many ranks there. So I think what I'm going to do with my cannons is probably I'll probably shoot some cannonballs that way. See if I can go after your Marauder Horsemen and make them run away.
Yeah.
So I think, to be fair, this one won't be able to do it. But I think this one can do it.
Yeah, with your pivot
So
and stuff.
with my pivot and stuff. So we'll basically, because I think I technically have to pivot in the movement phase, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah. So this one would have to do it out of the front of its base there, and I think best case scenario, it's going to be able to land a cannonball there because we've got this in the way as well. So if it lands perfectly, splats 2 guys.
So what? So it's going like 10 inches from the back of this guy because of this being in the way, basically.
Oh, yeah, no, I could get 3. I could get 3.
Yeah, you get 3.
Yeah.
Easy, yeah.
So 10 inches from the back of that guy. We'll roll the dice. It's a misfire. We'll use the Empire Engineer. It goes 2, which hits the first guy.
Yeah, so it hits this guy.
Or is it the other? No, it should be the other guy, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This, yeah, okay.
And then it bounces 2 more, so that just hits 2.
So it hits him, and then it only hits the same guy.
Oh, so he's he does die. But it's not
I was
enough.
hoping for it to be a 1, just to be like, he gets like hit and then bounced into it. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Now,
Okay.
36 inches away, I reckon I can hotch and long rifle another one. What do you think?
Yeah, give it a go.
Not with that. Can you check if I wouldn't be able to shoot you with this one? The angle wouldn't be right. So I'll go after your sorcerer
You
with
should
this.
range, yeah.
Nah, I don't hit.
No.
It's fine. And then I don't have any. She won't be in range of anything. They won't be in range of anything. So it's just L Steamy. L Steamy, who I think he's going to fire his cannonball first, and he's going to fire it like out here and try and clip those 2 guys essentially, because it would be able to go through 1 rank and 2 ranks.
Yeah.
So 10 inches from the back, it hits the back guy. Do we splash 1? We splash 1. Well, maybe.
6 up. Whoa, yes!
Yay!
Okay.
And then we're going to flamer you, of which I can get 3 partials.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
3
just, like,
partials.
you're just sort of like licking the bases, aren't you?
I
Pretty
could
much.
go for 1 full and 1 partial. I think I'll go for 1 full, 1 partial.
Okay. The partial.
Yes.
That's it, okay. Forced to wound me.
No,
One wound.
no.
No
No.
armor save, is it?
No. It's strength 2, Alex.
Is it not strength 4?
No, I need
Okay.
6s.
Oh, yeah,
The steam gun is awful.
fair enough.
That's my turn 5. So we'll go over to I mean, that was pretty interesting. If you'd fled, man, but you would just rally next turn. At least
rally,
10.
yeah.
You would just rally. At least you've 11, right, with the horn.
Oh yeah, it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
no, it'd be 10 because she's normally 8. She's up to 9. The horn puts up to 10. Yeah, no.
Right. So you probably would have been fine, right? But that is we have pushed them back a little bit, which could be significant. We'll let Alex do his movement, and we'll be back at the end of Chaos Movement and Strategy, turn 5. Chaos Movement and Strategy phase, turn 5 completed. The Marauder Horsemen have come round the side. The Chaos Boys managed to get Steel Shadows off, and they moved 12 inches forward, but they didn't go any further than that because they wanted to magique. And then you drilled, then you got a really big charge with your Chaos Warriors and slammed into the side of the steam tank. So, Alex, we have got a little bit of magic and a little bit of combat. So, let's find out what happens here.
There we go. Hey, yeah, let's do some magic. So I'm going to try and cast Summoning onto the Hellblaster.
The Hellblaster's getting it.
So what do I... That's
Not enough. Yay! You cannot stop the metal.
I cannot stop
You cannot
it.
stop the
I can't
metal.
Stop it. Cannot stop the thing.
Demonology tried to stop the metal, but the metal said no way. So that's magique, I imagine. Any other magique?
Nope, no more magic.
So over to Le Combat. Let's bring the old school tray over. So any challenges? Oh wait.
Oh, wait, yeah. So the Chaos Sword, he gets 5 attacks base, +1 for Frenzy, and I think, because he got 2 6s on the 5, and I think the 5 is either +1 weapon skill or +1...
I assure you, sir, you're hitting on 3s or 2s even. I'm going to go
but
3.
it might be +1 attack. Oh, where's my...
Are you checking? He's checking live.
Checking it live.
Oh my god, it's never been done. Gaze of the gods.
Oh, the wind. Dark Fury. A terrible rage grips the champion. For the remainder of the game, the model gains +1 modifier to its attacks characteristic.
I'm loving it, mate.
So he's strength 9 with
What?
7 attacks.
Probably should do it, mate. We probably should.
So
'Cause he's wounding me on 2s, which is hilarious.
So I'm weapon skill 7. So is
That's
that
with
so-
2s.
So 2s to hit you.
Yeah, 2s and 2s. You've 2s and 2s.
He's tried it.
He's tried it.
He's tried to fail.
Yeah, because you're double +1 my leadership,
Yeah.
my weapon skill.
Yeah, and then Boost the wounds. So that is -4.
So I don't save that one.
The rest are all -2 because of the Ogre Blade's innate.
All 5 ups! No, that's
How many go through?
4 in total. So unless you roll a lot of 1s on the D3s. He's dead! Explosion! No, doesn't explode anyway. So he does die. That does mean you have to overrun, I imagine, because you are...
So I kill him. So I do a... Can I check to... Could I check to reform, or do I just straight up overrun because I charge?
You're frenzied. You're frenzied. That's what it is.
Okay, 9.
Probably off the board, but you'll just come back again. Yeah. Going off's quite nice for you, actually. Just means you're not at risk of getting... Yeah.
I'm off.
So just push them to the edge.
And they're basically like, they'll come on here on my last turn and be like...
There you go. Big old steam. Now that's 265 points in the bank for you, good sir. Not too shabby. All right, and then that's it. Yeah. So I've got the final Empire turn, and then we've got the final Chaos turn, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do going into Empire movement and strategy. Turn 6. Turn 6 for the Empire. Movement and command is done. My halberdiers are safely in range of the objective. No need to mess around there. We have secured the relics for now.
Yeah.
I moved back my spearmen here, so I'm out of the 10-inch charge there. And in fact, I can't be charged by them this time. We can't really do much about these horsey boys, but we're going to try. So we've lined up we've pivoted one of our cannons this way, and that way if things go well over here, I will be able to yeet a cannonball down here, hopefully kill 2 of them and make them panic. But it's a tall order. But really, there's only one thing that needs to happen here. Kill them. If I'm able to kill them or get them below 25% starting strength, then what it would mean is, because Alex and I'm on 490 points. Alex is on 490 points right now. Yeah. I'm on 491. So it's neck and neck. So all Alex would need to do to make it a draw is basically move over here or move this unit over here. Now, I don't think I have the firepower to deal with both of these, especially considering the volley gun is not in range of the horseman. Yep. So what it really comes down to is, can I blast them, get 25% of the unit cost, and maybe that would be a minor victory.
Yeah, it should be.
Maybe. So that's it. Now, we did our spells, and I rolled a miscast on my first spell. I then rolled an 8 on the table, so it went off irresistibly. I can't do any more magic this turn, though, so no Wind Blast, to be fair. But it was Plague of Rust on here.
Yeah,
which
so
could be...
That sealed their fate, I think.
That could be big, yeah. So now we will go for some shooty-shooty. We've just got the guns. It's just Boomtown, Alex.
It is, yeah.
It's just Boomtown. Now, it doesn't matter which one of these guns I fire first, because the last person alive in the unit is going to be Sorcerer, and they're all within 12 inches of her.
Yeah. Easily.
So we will give the volley gun a go first. So bring it over here. All right, volley gun. First dice is a 6.
Pretty good.
Second dice
amazing, but it's still pretty good.
is a 2.
Not ideal.
Third dice is a misfire. And the question is, do I use my Empire... I'm going to use my Empire reroll here. My Engineer reroll here. 4. Okay. So that's 6 plus 4. That's 12.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Now, I'm not going to increase my ballistic skill because I have the 2 grape shots.
Yeah.
And I know if I roll a misfire on them and I blow up, then you would win the game.
2 more points, yeah.
You would win the game. So we need to keep that in the bank.
I don't think I'd win the game because you're about to kill all of these, and that's like a 300-point swing. But we'll see. See what you roll. So 3's to...
So it would have got me 2 more hits, but as it was, I got 5 hits. And then we've got to wound.
3's to wound.
It's only 3. So 3 have died.
Yeah, 3 die.
Okay. Then we want to fire. Might as well go for the hot long rifle. Yeah, because it might as well put both into here. So first one into here. It's a hit. It's a kill. AP with the Plague of Rust.
Yeah. Kills another one.
And then the next one, not on the tray. Doesn't hit. Okay. So then we've got the first cannon. It will fire grape shots. Just 2. We'll keep it.
What, AP. What strength is
I
it?
think it's only strength 4, but it will kill 1.
Yeah, okay.
And then we've got the second great cannon. That's why we kept the engineer back.
Oh,
It's not in the tray.
Where's it gone?
It's not in the tray, it's gone on the table.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's only 2.
But what's it forced to win me?
Yeah.
4, isn't it?
One more dead, please.
More dice. Okay, so yes, that will be check for them to see if they run away.
I've got my 2 pistol shots, if that matters.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because you'll be in range, won't you?
So just 3s to hit because I'm over half range.
Yeah.
He's got 2 hits.
Okay, forced to kill.
Got one more kill. Yeah, that's the most I can do. That's all I can do. Boom. See, Boomtown didn't reckon. I rolled low, but
Yeah.
I was owed
the what's it called? The
Hell
the
Blaster.
volley gun on average should have just wiped all of them, and then you could have picked her up with the grape shot.
the volley gun's been rolling hot. It was owed a bad turn, you know.
Anyway, leadership.
Fine. So Alex, to get a draw, you just move over.
I just move over, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, because I can move if I move sideways, and yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Do you just want to do that, or have you
Uh,
got other things you want to try?
yeah, there's some of the stuff I want to try. To be fair, like yeah, I was expecting them to all be completely dead.
All right. Well, that is the end of my turn. Let's see what Alex can do in his final turn. All right, movement and command is completed for the Forces of Chaos. Horsemen came over here, they passed their march test, and they are on that objective. Alex then cast Doom of Darkness onto my squad here, and I couldn't stop it. And now they are managed leadership and can't use the general's leadership. So that will mean that they are only leadership 6, but they will get to re-roll it with the banner.
With the banner, yeah, it doesn't
Yes,
stop
if they
that.
need it. Now that means, Alex, you have now you could march that way if you wanted to, but then you wouldn't be able to do what you want to do here, which is the summoning, I imagine.
Yeah, which I'm hoping if I can roll mega high, kill enough of these,
I'll panic and flee.
I can flee, and that. I mean, it'd only be a fallback in good order, but still, like.
Could be enough.
It might panic some other stuff, yeah.
Could be enough.
So,
Do you get it off? You do.
So you need a double
Might as well
60.
use a fated dispel here because I need
Yeah.
double 6 either way. No.
No.
All right, Alex, how many shots do you get? Here we go. It can be big.
Number of hits? Oh,
6.
Okay, it's not going to be enough to do, but
I don't think that's enough to panic them because of my characters being in there now.
Yeah, so out of spite. I'm gonna
Out of
see if I can-
spite?
See if I can kill any.
That's 5.
Yeah, 5 because it's 3s.
5.
-1, so
6s. I don't pass any of them. So you do manage to take out 5 of them, but they stand firm. Stand firm, men. We've got the relics. All we need to do now is get out of here and get paid.
yeah.
And Alex, I do believe that is a drawn game
Yeah.
because you're on 490 points. I'm on 491 points.
No one holds this.
No one holds this, and they're not below 25%, right?
No, they're not at all. So
There's a whole other rank.
There
There's
was
like
20. There was 20 of them, and there's
one character.
the take the character out, and there's 6. So yeah, they're not below 25%.
I would have needed to kill 2 more.
2 more, yeah. Exactly.
Ah, good game, my man.
Indeed.
Good
Ah,
game
indeed.
indeed. I kept you.
A game of equal frustration and what's it called? Tactics, I think.
And heat.
And heat.
It's
yeah.
very hot up here right now. So, tell you what, we'll clear the table. We'll do 5-10 minutes of final thoughts, and
Yeah.
then we will go and eat some pizza and chill out. And so, once the final cannonballs have been shot and the dust has settled, here we are at the end of the game. A stone cold draw, and with a surprising number of survivors left on both sides. In terms of Empire casualties, we lost the full brick of spearmen, and we also lost the steam tank and a handful of state troops from the other units. As for the Chaos, they seem to have taken a little bit more of a mauling. You've lost your Chaos Knights, you've lost one of your Marauder Horsemen, you've lost your Marauders, and you've lost a fair few Chaos Warriors, but not enough to degrade those units below fighting strength. There's still plenty of fighting power left in this army, and not enough to get any points out of them. So it ended up being bang on 490 points to Alex and 491 points to the Empire. So 40k rules. I won that one, Alex. Yeah. No,
Is that how it works in 40k now? I've not played it for such a long time.
I'm only taking the piss. Alex, that was a very, very well played game, sir. And it was a really close game. as well. I think those first that when I saw that first deployment of yours over there, and it just looked like an absolute wrecking ball coming at me. I did not know how I was going to stop it, and the answer was that I didn't stop it. I just moved out the way.
I think if you'd failed one of those arcane
travel mystical pathways,
traveling mystical pathways castings, then I would have been able to charge your big unit of halberdiers, and I'm pretty sure I would have just killed all of them.
Oh, 100%.
Or killed like probably half of them, and then the rest would have ran. Characters would have had a bad time.
100%. All you needed was one charge from your infantry, but you didn't get that until you decided to go over here and go for the steam tank.
Yeah, I think in hindsight I should have, instead of going in the death ball in the corner, I think I was a bit more scared of your artillery than I need to be, because it was really the Hellblaster, and that's got a shorter range, so I should have fanned my units out wider and just gone for the steam tank out the gate, because with my Lord, I had no way of knowing I was going to get such a good boost to his strength from gazing into the eyes of the gods, but getting that 6 earlier on, strength 8, I could have taken it to part like turn 2, because the steam tank couldn't have gotten away quite as easily.
No, it's not very fast at all. It's at best goes 10 inches.
Yeah. At
best. But the majority of the time it goes the same as an infantry squad. It goes sort of 7 to 8 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what I thought was kind of significant in that game was both sides having insane levels of magical movement shenanigans.
Yes.
The fact that you can go up to 36 inches in one go.
With infantry.
With infantry.
Big block of infantry.
With a big block of infantry, and combining Steed Shadows with Drilled, with Marching Column, makes that an unbelievable threat. And I think the only reason that I was able to consistently move out of the way of that wrecking ball was travel mystical pathways. And we read it and we double checked it, we checked the FAQ. It just says you pick up the unit completely and you place it back down within 12 inches of its original location, 6 inches away from the enemy. It doesn't say wholly within, doesn't say it has to stay in the same footprint or anything like that. You can just pick up the unit and put it down. And that was, it kind of reminded me of like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's what this game felt like. And I know as a Chaos player, Alex, there's nothing more frustrating than someone being tricksy and jumping around. But I think one of the issues that I have with my army, and one of the issues that I had in this game, is I didn't really have anything that could go toe-to-toe with you. If I'd had a big unit of greatswords, I would have been very tempted to, let's see what fucking happens. I've got stubborn in there, so it's less likely that I just collapse. Or if I had a unit of flagellants, I might have gone in and, sort of let you steal the shadows forward, and then send my flagellants in, because they get furious charge and that kind of stuff. But one of the disadvantages of state troops is you have a lot of numbers, and in many fights, those numbers will help you when you're fighting even some semi-elite stuff like Black Orcs and stuff. They'll help you. But when you come across this Chaos Chosen of Khorne with 2 fucking hand weapons, with the Razor Standard, there's no way I can let you get into combat with that.
I've not played against Orcs and Goblins yet in Old World. Well, actually, I have once at the very beginning when it was still like practice games and stuff. Well, not practice, like just like have a go pick up games and stuff. At an event, I'd love to play against the kind of the quote unquote meta like Black Orc horde with a load of war machines list.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's like, right, you've got one turn to shoot at me, and then I'm getting in your grill, and then the Orcs are going to fight me because they think they're going to get stuck in.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if I sit this unit in front of a unit of Orcs like 1 inch away,
impetuous.
They're only getting, well, even the Black Orcs aren't impetuous. They're only an inch away. They're not going to not charge me because they want to be able to. They don't want me to charge them, but they're only getting +1 to initiative, and they'll probably have great weapons anyway, right? Because with Motley Crew going in and stuff, like mixing it up.
Yeah.
And I'll just cut them to bits. I think like.
And one of the big things is as well, absolutely. I think these guys beat everything in the game. And even if there's a dragon that goes into them, the Lord takes care of that.
I've gone into Ironbreakers with them with a Battle Standard Bearer and a King in them, and the Lord kills the King, and then the Chosen go faster than the Ironbreakers, and with only using the one hand weapon, it's like just cut them to, and the Rising Standard, you just cut the Ironbreakers to bits.
Because you're still getting 3 attacks a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're still hitting them on 4s.
Yeah.
And they're on a best 4-up save and worst 6-up save.
Yeah, exactly. They've been into. I'm trying to think what else I've gone into. They've gone into all sorts of like hard units, and they've just like not enjoyed it, basically.
What I think you do very well, going back to the Orcs and Goblins for a second, the current meta for Orcs and Goblins is the Orc Artillery Corps.
Yeah.
But the problem is a lot of the artillery relies upon you not getting within 12 inches of it.
Okay.
Because it's got, or maybe even 18, because stone throwers have got a minimum range.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
if you see the Orc Artillery Corps, what you do is you do your Seed of Shadows, you go 36, you get behind them, and then you might get hit by a couple of bolt throwers, and then you just munch. You munch. Yeah.
Pieces, yeah.
And that is a very strong list right now, and it genuinely tends to rely upon like a couple of units of Night Goblins with Fanatics, maybe a unit of Black Orcs to keep everyone in line, and the rest of it's artillery, and it just shoots people off the board. But I think you hard counter that, frankly, because of the amount of skirmishes you've got, and because of the your Seed of Shadows. I think that completely massacres it.
I think if someone comes up against me with a big unit of Night Goblins with Fanatics in, I just fly over them and then fight something else.
Yeah.
And then come back to them later and go, okay.
I also think that you have, with your Chaos being frenzied, I think that they release 3 Fanatics, they kill quite a few of you, and then you charge them and cut every motherfucker
Kill
down.
them to pieces.
Yeah.
Cut them to bits,
And if they flee, they're only gobbos, they won't flee that far.
Yeah.
They'll just die tired.
Yeah. Just die tired.
Now going over to so Alex, I wanted to make it clear, I absolutely love your list. I think the giant bricks of Chaos Warriors are stupendously cool looking on the table. I definitely think you win Rule of Cool, mate. And I think the only downside is maybe they're too killy, and as a result, it makes me have to do, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, essentially. Now, speaking of stinging like a bee, I'm starting to see why Empire Gunline is becoming the meta choice. That Hellblaster volley gun was off the chain.
It was mental.
You might have had 2 of them.
And also, I'm quite happy for there to be a meta where people take lists like this with cannons, because this counters the army that my army really struggles with in the past. That is the elf double dragon
Ethereal
shenanigans stuff. And then
to go ethereal, then we cry.
Then you yeah, but how often is that going to happen?
Every fucking turn, apparently.
I mean, I don't care if an ethereal dragon goes into this unit because I've got magical attacks.
Yeah. No, I faced the double dragon list, mate, and you get 1 turn to pop up with the cannons, and if you don't, then you've just got to pray he messes up that ethereal check. It's a very high level spell, and sometimes they do mess it up, but it is tough for sure. But in this game, I felt like the Hellblaster was the star of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it anything that I pointed at, it just sighed down, and it kind of reminded me of the Last Samurai when they find the Gatlings at the end.
Charge in, yeah.
Yeah, but with this one, with the barrel, it's just like bam, 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 bam. It was like, and by the end, I think it was right that it only fired a few shots at the end. The barrels are too hot.
Yeah.
They're like, so you sure we put it in? It's like, just fucking load out. He's like pissing on, like, keep going, like, so like yeah, I think it was I think this little hopper up here was definitely running low on shot by the end, but I think it got 1 miss by the entire game.
Yeah.
And I got rid of it with the engineer.
Your cannons got a couple of cannonballs stuck in the mud results, didn't they? And it did mean the cannons didn't do that much until the end. They picked up some stuff with the canister, but to be fair, honest, like the cannons killed the one thing in my army that they're designed to kill, which is the chariot. Yeah. And then they were like, cool, Hellblaster, it's all up to you.
Yeah. So the cannons, they never do big damage. They are in there in case you turn it with a Chaos Giant.
Yeah.
And then they level it.
Yeah.
And they're there so that they're also there as a bit of intimidation because of the grape shot.
Yeah.
And they're also, you could put them into anything. They only kill sort of 1 or 2 basic models a turn, but that will be anything from a Chosen Warrior up to from a Goblin up to a Chosen Warrior, I should say. Cannons are absolutely fine, but they are not the death machines they once were. That honour definitely goes to the Hellblaster.
Yeah.
I would say my man of the match was definitely the Hellblaster. Who would you say your man of the match was, or unit of the match?
I'd say it's tricky. I'd say probably my Chaos Lord, just because when he did contact the steam tank. Like, have you ever seen the steam tank die so quickly, Tim?
The only time I've ever seen that steam tank die like that was when you could
Itchy nuisance it?
Yeah, Itchy nuisance it, but actually it was Spectral Doppelganger plus Mace of Hellstrom combo, which you now can't do anymore. Because that was broken.
Yeah, that was horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still do it, but you get one attack.
You get one attack. That's all right. In terms of if I was to highlight my biggest mistake in this game, I think I should have, after killing those Marauders with the Steam Tank, I should have brought it round into the main fight here. I think if I had done so, I could have started threatening the flank of your Mage's unit. I'd maybe forced a situation where you have to steal the Shadows them to safety, allowing me to avoid these guys entirely. I think getting overly caught up with the meminess of the steaminess over here was my biggest mistake. That's my learning experience there.
Yeah.
If you had one learning moment from this game, Alex, what do you think it would be?
I think I should have gone after the Steam Tank earlier and then boxed you in. I think by only going so heavily on one flank, I gave you free reign to mystical pathways
teleport around.
place.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas if I presented a wide front, made you split your shots, and then just boxed you in, I think that would have helped.
Now, I agree. I did think that was an amazingly intimidating deployment, and I think if you had got, there's a couple of things that I think diddled you slightly. Firstly, not getting to see the Shadows turn 1.
Yeah, that was a pain.
And then secondly, me getting every mystical pathways that I needed off.
Yeah, easily.
Those were the biggies. Now, one thing I would sort of ask you, Alex, is you don't have access to elementalism right now.
No.
Having played against me a few times and having seen it be very, very powerful, Other Ramparts kind of helped me in our last game that we played, and the mystical pathways helping me in this game.
And Wind Blast and stuff.
Absolutely
critical.
Is there any... Have you been... I know you're full in on Chaos, but is there any minor temptation to try out another faction to get access to elementalism? And if so... You don't say... It's just a little bit of...
Yeah. Okay.
Bit of temptation. And if so, which faction would it be?
I don't know. I think sticking with the... it would either be... It'd be one or two things. I'd either stick with the Chaos theme and go Beastmen, because they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or I'd go back to my roots, my first army I ever collected in Fantasy back in the day, and I'd go Bretonnians, because I think they can take elementalism.
Yeah, I do believe so, yeah. Most good guys can get it, because it's not actually... It's not an evil law.
Tree singing, wind blowing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I think Beastmen get it as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Beastmen get it.
So you would be tempted by the Flower Bretonia, would you? Or would you go Exiles? Because Exiles are cool.
I think I'd go for Erranty Crusade, because
Nice.
I think that's pretty cool.
Also, you can be like, Deus Vault!
Well, this is the thing. There's a
You can turn up in chainmail and a big red cross and be like, I'm just in character, boys.
There's a White Dwarf where they did like a proper Kingdom of Heaven themed army.
Yeah.
White Dwarf, and it's so cool. Yeah.
Regarding, I think that probably pretty much wraps up sort of the final thoughts. What I would say is, Alex, once again, a huge thank you for coming down. Thank you for the game, man. Good luck at the tournament tomorrow to both of us.
Yeah, good luck to you. Yeah, good luck to you as well, dude.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this battle report. Let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Did you like this battle report? Did you enjoy the sort of dancing around, or do you think the Empire were cowardly curs? I'm a mercenary company after all, boys. Also, let us know what other armies you want to see. Alex, you've got a lot of Chaos now. And I've got a lot of Empire, but I've got some Dwarves in the mix that I could throw in at some point. And of course, I've actually got a secret Beastman army on the way.
Don't you have your Chartered Orcs?
I do, but they look like they were painted by the Ark of the Covenant, so we can't have those. If you did enjoy today's battle report, please go ahead and smash that like button. It really does boost the video with the old YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you want to make sure you never miss an episode, smash that subscribe button as well. And last but not least, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to all of the channel members, the Patreon supporters, and the Twitch subscribers for making this possible. The only way that I'm able to play games like Old World, the only way that I'm able to do this gig full time is by their generous support. They are the lifeblood of the channel, and they make this all possible. So a big 07 down in the comment section for them, and a big thank you to all of those from the bottom of my heart. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, see you guys next time.